Watch Sam Kinison, dog psychiatrist. Ready?
Okay.
Sam Kinison, dog psychiatrist. Where is it? It came up. Wait. Sam Kin. Oh, here it is. Watch. Okay, watch.
It's like dog psychiatry to me, you know? Animal therapy. Did you hear about this fucking racket? I'd love to get in on some of that money, all right? Sam, the dog psychiatrist. Yeah, bring Rusty to me, okay? It's Rusty, man. It's Rusty. He used to be a happy dog. He'd jump around. He was happy. We used to play my Frisbee and stuff, and he just hasn't been himself. It's like, yeah, well, wait out in the lobby. Come on in, Rusty. Come here, Rusty. First of all, you're a fucking dog! You're shit in the yard! Bark, you little... Yeah, listen, we had a real good session today. Rusty really opened up. Yeah, he's, you can tell, he's a sparky dog again, and, that'll be $200, okay? Thank you, Mal. Yeah, animal psychiatry made easy, all right?
There you go. I mean, that's true. There's actually people that take their dogs to dog psychiatrists.
Yes.
Fluffy just hasn't been the same. Oh.
And you fell in love with a dog named Marlon Brando.
Hey, if you don't think that Marlon Brando was gorgeous in the damn Streetcar Named Desire, you're not as gay as I thought you were, Mr. Midnight Movie.
A lot of gay guys liked him. Did you ever see The Wild One?
He was so gorgeous. I think he was maybe the most sexiest guy I've ever seen in my life in that movie. I never knew he was that cute.
Really?
I only knew him when he was old.
Well, I mean, look at it. He's got a broken nose.
I only knew him when he was the Godfather. Yeah. Wasn't that Marlon Brando?
That is.
Yeah, he was already old and fat by then.
Well, they aged him for the part. I think he was only in his 40s, but he didn't look as bad. When you see him in interviews, he doesn't look as bad in the early 70s. Now, in the late 70s, he became obese like me.
Here's John Belushi as the Godfather. Yeah, I've got it on Skype. Can you see it on Skype?
Yes.
Now, before we begin, I'd like to say...
My brother used to say that I'm just like this girl. I used to go, oh, look, a Shitska's making a Presbyterian pie. And he just cracks up laughing.
...say that because of a personal commitment, group will
I
start...
had to get out of Encino, man. Doesn't David say I talk like that? Yeah. Oh, my God.
At 8. That's 8 o'clock and not 7 o'clock next Tuesday, if that's all right.
Okay.
All right. Yeah,
Okay, wonderful. Now, when we left off at last week's session, Vito was telling us about his feelings toward the Tattaglia family. Vito?
Well, the Tattaglia family is causing me great personal grief. Also, I'm looking, things are not going so well at my olive oil company. No.
Sherry?
Oh, God, Vito, I think you're
blocking.
Vito?
This was the third time they ever were on the air. And he came up with this sketch about 15 minutes before the show went live. He goes over to Norm and he goes, let me do The Godfather. And he goes, well, show me what you got. And he was like, I could have been a Senator Culligan. He goes, okay, great. And so they just threw this together at the last minute. They decided to have a therapy session to where Vito was not coming to terms with the fact that his son, Sonny, had been shot 54 times.
Looking what?
Your true feelings about the Tattaglia family, guy.
Vito, do you want to respond?
All right. The Tattaglia family is moving in on my territory. They're moving in on the numbers, prostitution, a restaurant linen supply. Now they want to bring in drugs. Also, they shot my son Santino 56 times.
Now we're getting someplace. What do you think about that?
Drugs? I'm against them. We have to go in there.
Vito, I'm not kidding. You're still blocking your real feelings. What about the rest of it?
Vito?
Hey, Mr. Midnight Movie, have you ever seen on Saturday Night Live when they did like you guys, they do the Californians. Have you ever seen the Californians?
Yes.
Y'all talk like that. Did you know that you actually talk like that?
Really?
Yes. If you ever listen back to our show, there's a lot of times when you talk like this. You do. You'll go, now, I really don't think, you talk so Californian. And I just noticed that, in fact, the last time we were on the air, I noticed you were doing it. You do. You talk just like these people. Watch. Listen, here's you.
Hey, great news, Karina. I bought an outdoor projector at Fry's in Burbank. Devin, what are you doing here?
Do y'all always talk about the 101 to the 101 and the 110 over to the Ventura Highway? Do y'all really talk like that over there about highways and stuff and where stuff is?
Yeah, I guess we do.
I knew it.
But don't you guys do too? Because you can't. You guys don't have a good public transportation system in.
Not really, but y'all really do it. Watch him do it right here. Watch.
I was going to set up the path lights out back. Just have to go pick them up at Lowe's Home Improvement.
That's all the way in Torrance.
Not that Lowe's, Stuart. The one on Pico.
What did he just say? Torrance?
Torrance and Pico.
What is that? Is that streets?
Pico is the street, yeah.
You know all of this. I knew you would. Watch.
I'm going to take Benedict Canyon down to Sunset, then cut across to Hannah.
That Lowe's doesn't even have an outdoor section, Devin.
Did you know, Stuart? They got a small one. They opened it up in January.
January.
Doheny. Street's name is Doheny.
Listen to this girl.
Keep it down, you guys. My mom is in the guest bedroom.
And then here comes Lorraine Newman from the first ever Saturday Night Live, doing what we just saw when she was on when she was going, Vito, you're blocking. She's doing this character.
What's going on, you guys? You're being super loud. I was having a therapy session on the phone. He was giving me some real insights. But I almost didn't hear it because you guys were arguing.
Hey, if you don't like it, why don't you just go stay at the Standard in downtown LA? Go out the front door, get into an Uber, take the 101 to the 110. When you see Disney Concert Hall, stop and get out.
I bet you know what he's talking about, don't you? He said take the 101 to the 110, and when you see the Disney Concert Hall, stop and get out. Is that true?
The Disney. I haven't been there in a while, but it seems that way.
That's what y'all do all the time. Is y'all talk about where stuff is. Like remember that night we were talking about calling Walmart and making a prank call, and you were going, we'll have to call the one in Ventura. We can't call the one on the 101 or all this bullshit. And I was going, oh my God.
Well, not in California.
It's funny stuff. And then, they have a black guy come on that talks like that too. And that's what's funny. Listen to this guy right here when he talks. This black guy is really funny.
Mr. Craig?
Mr.
The one in the tank top?
That's you.
Krog?
That's me.
That's my name. You are a dog.
That's the guy that did the Sniper movie. What's his name?
Bradley Cooper.
Bradley Cooper. Isn't it stupid? And you're always looking in the mirror. Where did the black guy start talking at? Oh, it was funny. Look at the wine. They're
Californians.
I think they're making fun of that show called something. It was all about those California kids. What was that show called? Remember? It was called
The OC?
Yes. How did you know that?
No, wait. Who's sexier? A young Bradley Cooper or a young Marlon Brando?
Oh, a young Marlon Brando. There's nobody as good looking as Marlon Brando. If you don't believe me, ladies, go look up a movie called What is the name of the movie?
Streetcar Named Desire.
A Streetcar Named Desire. And look at Marlon Brando in that movie. I've never seen anybody that good looking in my life. Look where it says watch, where we watched that the other night. I mean, look at this. Look at that. He's chiseled. He is, look at that. He's absolutely, and then look at his body. Look, right here, look. It almost makes you wonder, he's so gorgeous he looks gay almost.
Fast in the hot weather.
You know how handsome some gay guys are?
No, I rarely touch it.
And the way he's chewing that gum.
Some people rarely touch it, but it touches them often.
I wonder where he was from, because he's got a really strange accent, a really odd voice.
Well, he was actually from Omaha, and but in this he's supposed to be like a Polish guy from the East Coast.
Oh, look at this. My top 10 Marlon Brando moments in A Streetcar Named Desire. The following is my countdown of the top 10 my favorite Marlon Brando Stanley moments. Stanley's intense glare. So handsome. She looks horrible as a blonde. Nobody is getting up.
Nobody is getting up here, so don't get worried.
Oh, we're so fascinating. Could I?
And he was so strong, too. He must have lifted a lot of weights or something. I don't know. Yeah, he's amazingly gorgeous. That's crazy. That is crazy.
Even with his broken nose?
His nose is broken in this movie?
Yeah.
You could not. Why don't you women go after USS?
How much longer is this game going to continue?
My father had a broken nose. Were you ever able to tell that my father had my father had a bad broken nose.
How did he break it?
In football and in the Marines. He'd broken it several times. I'll show you his picture. I think it's on my brother's page. He had it broken several times. Look at how handsome my dad was when he was young. Look at this. They used to say that he looked like James Dean. Look. Right there. Isn't he handsome?
He's a pretty good-looking dude.
He's a pretty good-looking dude.
How old was he there?
Probably 18. Maybe like 19 or so. There's my mom on Galveston Island. That's her big brother. Bitty, 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 bum, bum. Yeah, my brother, on David's page, he's got my dad's picture. I'll show you my dad. He's David Bean. Oh, there's my mother. Where did he get that picture of my mother? Look at my mom. There's my mother.
Was she a brunette?
Yep. That's my mother. That is her. And there. Oh, happy Mother's Day to my beautiful, elegant mother, Margaret Ann. Yeah, she was gorgeous. Well, isn't she beautiful?
She's good looking.
Doesn't she look like Katie D, though? Look at her. Tell me she doesn't look like Katie D.
Yeah.
I'm telling you. Here's my dad. Look at his nose.
Now, he does look like, you're right, he does look like Waylon Jennings a little bit.
Merle Haggard.
Merle Haggard, yeah.
See his blue eyes and his jet black hair?
Yeah, I thought, because in the other picture, I thought he was blonde.
My father?
Okay, maybe.
No.
How did you get the blonde locks?
That's my father right there. And that's my big brother. That was right after he got out of not long after he got out of the Marine Corps. That's my brother. There's Day-Day, who calls in all the time. There's Dave, and that's his bitch brother, his bitch wife, Robin, and that's Chris, his little brother. See how he looks like the boy in Christmas Story? Isn't that amazing?
Your brother's kind of a big guy.
Yes, my brother's very... There's Chris, my baby, and there's my brother. Yep, that's him. There he is now.
It doesn't look bad for his age.
Bitty, 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 bum, bum. That's outside my back door. That's outside my house. That's crazy. I said this was taken behind Mom. Yeah, I even said that. And there he is. There's Dave that calls in all the time, the real funny guy, and there's his little brother, Chris. That's my brother, and that's their new baby. That's my brother. Always shooting guns and playing golf. And my mom. There they are. Yeah, she's the one that broke up the whole family. She, see, his wife died. Sandra, it's very sad. Sandra, my very best friend in the whole world, passed away last February. Mm-hmm. And right there, she passed away. And what happened is David was having an affair with Robin behind her back. And there she is. He started having an affair with Robin and dumped Sandra and the two boys. And the boys were real little, and it was really, really sad. And everybody hated him for it. And
that sucks. And she passed away?
She passed away. Yep.
That sucks.
I know. She got sick with cancer. But, yeah, it's a very sad deal. Yeah. That's how she looked when they got married. But so much for family. But, so now you see, my father had a broken nose too. And yes, he does look just like real haggard. So,
is that your brother now?
No, that's Sandra's husband that she was married to. She was always real sick. But you know the funny thing about it, Mr. Midnight Movie, is she had that surgery done to lose weight, and she lost so much weight and started looking so good back in... I mean, she looked great. She had that stomach surgery done, you know?
Yeah.
And she started looking... She got cancer in 2012, I think, and it just kind of went down here from there, downhill from there. But at one time, she got... I don't know where it is, but she got to looking so good. Oh, right here. She started losing so much weight. She looked unbelievable, but didn't last. Yeah, but she got cancer. She got breast cancer is what she got, and right here is where she started losing all that weight. Look right there. That was after she had that cancer and stuff. But then she just got really sick. Really sad deal. But anyway, yeah, bad deal.
Oh.
So,
Now, what's his face said, add me in, Bubba. It's time we talked. That is the, whatchamacallit, the one angry.
Okay, well, that's okay. That's good. Let's add him in. Where are you, Angry?
You want me to add him in?
Throw that bitch in.
All right, here we go.
Wow, that was fast. God damn, that was fast.
Hello, sir.
I've got to go get my salad. Well, you're on iHeartRadio right now. Hey, can y'all talk while I listen on the speakers and go get my salad?
It doesn't chew gum.
Okay. Don't chew gum. Don't you do it.
No gum chewing, and there's no ums, ahs, you knows. And what else is on the verboten list?
And I am listening.
And how about well?
Nah, well's all right. I'll let you do well.
Very well.
See? Where's your arch nemesis, Mr. Solution?
We talked. We had a long conversation yesterday. Personal conversation, not one on the radio.
Not one filled with animus?
No, fuck. You know, I mean, you know what? I've dealt with far worse people in my life than a person like Solution, actually.
I think he loves you.
Well, that's always good. So, have you ever been to Europe?
No.
Why not?
I just never made it there. I have been to Asia. I have been to South America. Been all over the Caribbean.
Have you been to Brazil?
I have not.
I love their butts.
Why? You have a fascination with butts.
You know what? I just find that a very sexy part of a woman.
Yes. The part where crap comes out. All right, well, that says lots.
Yes. How about breast? Do you like breast when angry?
Only if they're contained.
Mm-hmm. Have you ever gone vegetarian?
I go vegetarian every day.
Have you ever quit eating? Oh, wait, you don't eat meat?
I quit eating meat every day.
I don't know what the fuck that means, but okay.
That means at the end of the day, when I stop eating, I quit eating meat.
There we go.
And sometime during the day, I'm vegetarian.
How's your blood sugar?
100.
That's not bad.
It's wonderful.
So you don't have to take insulin, do you?
No.
There you go. See, you're making a mountain out of a fuck. That Onglyza is really fucking good, by the way.
I'm not taking it.
Really?
I'm allergic to it.
Are you taking metformin?
Yes, but I can't figure out what it does.
Lowers your blood sugar.
That's not what's doing it. Metformin by itself doesn't do shit. So I don't even understand what it does when it's with something else.
Are you working out?
4 or 5 nights a week, I swim.
There you go. You ever do the elliptical?
No, I swim. I don't want to do anything else.
You can get a good workout. Do you ever go in the sauna or the steam room after you swim?
I only go in the sauna before I swim. 45 minutes.
And then, do you shower after you do that, or you just let your whole sweaty body go in there?
I'm going to show y'all my dinner right before I eat it, okay?
Wait a minute, what are you talking about? Do I shower before I go in the pool, or do I...
Yeah.
What? Yes.
That's a dumb question.
It is a dumb question. You should go back to chewing gum.
Okay, here comes my video camera starting now. Wait.
Mm-hmm. I am coming to California.
Are you
Yeah,
really?
Debbie promised that too.
Well, I will make good on it.
Yes.
Okay. There we go. Here comes my dinner. Y'all ready to look?
Let's take a lookie. Well, you just closed off now.
Come on, camera, you stupid thing. What did my camera do? Oh, it turned itself off. Hold on, let me click it back on. Camera, turn on. Wait,
This chick named Glimmer Nymph wants to be my friend on Skype. Should I let her?
Yes, of course.
I have those too. I have one that's called Fun Giggles. She wants to have
I think
cyber
Glimmer
sex
Nymph
with
is
me.
me.
Fun
I
Giggles.
think I'm the Glimmer Nymph.
Fun Giggles wants to have cyber sex with me.
Now, you and I need to have a discussion. We can have it on the air.
Me?
Yes, you.
You won't be honest. You'll be mean.
No, I will absolutely be honest, and I won't be mean.
Oh,
but
wait
we
a
need
minute. I
to
think I know what happened.
establish a fact.
What? You got
Well,
mad about the...
here's a fact. Here's a fact that must go forward from now on.
Okay, what's that?
For the purpose of any discussion that concerns Mr. Brown Beasley, he doesn't use Skype. You've never talked to him on Skype. He doesn't use it.
Okay.
The man has never owned a decent headset and microphone. He only uses the phone.
Okay.
Maybe he's got a headset, but he certainly doesn't have a microphone.
What is wrong?
So he never uses Skype.
When did I say he used Skype?
All the time.
I said he used Skype?
Yes. You said clearly you've had conversations with him on Skype.
Oh. Because
Have
he
not.
calls me on Skype on my 214-444-5488. He does, doesn't he, Mr. Midnight Movie?
No, he calls you from a phone, blocking his number, and it looks like a Skype number, but it's not.
Well, but he doesn't block his number, so I actually know his number now because he's called.
Maybe you know one of them, but probably not still good. Doesn't matter. Beasley is not the subject for discussion.
Mm-hmm.
The subject for discussion, and what got me so perturbed, was and also I need to establish another fact. That night that you think that you were listening to TRS and somebody made a comment that you thought was me, that wasn't me.
That wasn't you.
I don't listen to TRS. I might swing by and listen to 2 minutes of it, but I can't stomach more than a minute of those idiots.
Okay.
So that wasn't me. That was somebody who knew what you sent me by email. However, they took it upon themselves to torment you a little bit. Wasn't me, though.
Mm-hmm.
Now, had it been me, I'd tell you it was me.
True.
Now, here's the part that I took umbrage at, that I was not happy with. It's very true that I told you all sorts of things about our friend Mr. Beasley. That is absolutely true.
Then why did you say it wasn't true?
I didn't say it wasn't true. What I said was, you didn't put the time frame in context. You made it sound like it had been recent that I told you all these things. But I told you these things almost a year ago.
Yeah, it was a long time ago.
When I was fighting with him and doxing him. But that's not the case now.
It was a long time ago. That's absolutely right.
But you never said it was a long time ago. You let it hang out there as if it was recent.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, well, I didn't mean to do that. I can promise you that.
But I sent you an email telling you that, and you ignored it.
You did?
I did. And a couple months ago, you didn't let me on the show to discuss that. So I was quite perturbed.
Yeah, but Mr. Midnight Movie, didn't I say, do we want to let the Jew on the show? And everybody said no.
Who gives a shit what other people say? You know, wait a second. Who cares what other people think, whether I should be on a show or not? I am the Lord thy God. Not yours, but certainly theirs.
Now, why the Lord thy God?
I don't know. It was a good choice at the time.
Yes.
Why not? I mean, if you're going to be something, why not be the Lord thy God?
Well,
I thought you said thy God, but okay.
No, the Lord thy God. I was being biblical.
Well, my webcam won't come on. I don't know what's wrong. It's just spinning.
Do you now understand why I was a bit perturbed? Because you put information out there, but you didn't put it in the right context. So there's a big difference between me giving up somebody and giving out information a year ago as opposed to 3 months ago.
That sure seemed like something awfully trivial to get that mad about.
That brings up the other question. Why did you feel it necessary to divulge this information in the first place? Not that it was a surprise to anybody, because anybody who's anybody knows that I got a big mouth and I was giving up all sorts of things a year ago, not recently. But why did you feel it was important to...
because Brown Beasley went batshit crazy on us.
But why did you feel it necessary to give it up on me?
I didn't...
That's the question.
I didn't think it was that bad that I did that, I guess.
Well, but you did it, and you did it in a time context that was incorrect, and you put out false info. It was false. Wasn't right. But
what wasn't right?
I just told you. You made it seem like I had just given you all this information.
But the information that I said wasn't false.
Well, but in the time context it was.
Well, I honestly, I swear to God, I didn't know I did that.
Well, but I sent you an email explaining that, and you ignored it. In fact, I even sent it on Skype, and you ignored it.
I don't think you did. I think you just told me to go to hell.
Oh, no, I did. No. I never tell anybody to go to hell without some sort of explanation.
Yeah, well, water under the bridge.
I was upset for Debbie for not doing an Oscar show with me, and it's
You want to talk about go batshit crazy?
Yeah, I did.
Wait a second. But what does it matter that Beasley went batshit crazy? Who cares? What's that going to do with me?
All I made mention one night. I said, I know all about Beasley. I said, did you tell me about him?
I heard it. But the way you said it, if you go back and listen, it made it appear as if I just talked to you the night before.
Mm-hmm.
Gave you all sorts of info, meaning that I gave you new info that I know, not old info from a year prior.
Well, I didn't dox
much more now than I did then. And the way you said it, it was as if I gave up information I know now, which I have no intention of doing.
Well, he's a jerk. I don't like him.
Well, that's your prerogative. You called me all sorts of horrible names. You even said you felt sorry for my son.
Well, that's not true. I was just being a bitch.
You were. And it was not called for. And number two, it was incorrect because I wasn't taunting you that night. If I had decided to taunt, I mean, come on now. Everybody knows I'm relentless. I wouldn't just stop at a little whatever.
Oops, I muted the wrong thing. Well, you know, what can I say?
I don't know. Was it water under the bridge?
I didn't do anything intentionally. I did not do anything intentionally.
It appeared that you did because you ignored email and you ignored my Skype messages.
I didn't get an email from you.
Well, I know what your email is. I used the one on their webpage.
What is your email address?
oive@oneangryjew.com.
oneangryjew.com.
And you know my email address because you emailed me a week and a half ago.
Let me see. Oi. Let me see if I can pick. Okay, there it is. Let's see. Question. Trying to see if the emails I got from you. The only email I've ever gotten from you is I got one on.
Doesn't matter. I did send email. In fact, I sent more than one. I'm sure I probably still got it somewhere.
I didn't get it.
Doesn't make any difference. And I sent Skype messages, which also got ignored.
Well,
and
those
I sent
were
it
kind
in
of
real
mean.
time. You were on the air when I sent it.
Those were kind of mean.
What was kind of mean?
The Skype
They weren't
messages.
mean. They were exactly what was in the email.
I did not get the email. I'm looking right now, and I did not have it.
No, but I'm telling you that what I sent in the Skype messages were exactly what I sent in the email.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing mean about it. I was asking you to right the wrong, to state what needed to be stated.
Let's see. You said you did something tonight that surprises me. My 2 weeks is about to become forever. Make no mistake that you
That's
made
right. You were angry that I was putting you on punishment for 2 weeks because you threw me off based on a bunch of idiots in your chat room.
I don't know. I'm confused.
Well, you did that, and I said, well, all right, then I'm banning you for 2 weeks as punishment for putting it up to those idiots in the chat room as to whether or not I should be talked to or not.
Is yours wrong?
And you didn't like it.
And do you remember that Oscar show?
Guys, come on.
I'm only kidding, Debbie. Come on. I'm not saying anything. I'm just like, this is really awkward right now.
It's not awkward at all. This is called clearing the air, so to speak.
Why would you say that I did things to intentionally cause you harm? I never do that.
Well, it certainly appeared that way because I gave you several opportunities to state the time frame correctly, and you didn't do that.
I'm sorry, Mr. Midnight Movie. I feel like we're ignoring him.
No.
No, he's going to be chewing gum soon anyway. It doesn't matter.
But
Yes. Speak.
I was on Facebook. I was looking at something, and then I just lost complete
Well, why are you even looking at Facebook? No one should be looking at Facebook.
You're probably right. Yeah, it's okay. So what basically happened is she said, she knows about Brown Beasley. The Jew gave me the whole shebang, and you got pissed off because it sounded like she told that like yesterday, and it was really like 3 to 4 months ago. Is that correct?
No. It made it seem like I gave up all this information a day or two earlier. It was really over almost a year prior.
Okay.
I still fail to see the crime in that.
Okay, but in that year's time, I have become privy to lots of information which I have not given out, which I would not give out, but it made it appear that I did.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh, maybe I said something that you really know and I was just joking about it, but it's really true?
Well, you also stated that I said that he was a big fat guy, something or other. I've never seen him. You said I told you I saw that on Skype. I've never seen him on Skype.
I said that.
I don't have Skype.
What'd you say, Mr. Midnight Movie?
I said I thought he would be obese, and I think that
everybody is fat.
Yeah,
you wish everybody was fat because you're a fat man, and you've got a little bit of thin envy going on.
Yeah. Well, aren't you fat as well?
It depends on your perspective.
Well,
he's not really.
Really? Okay.
Not really.
Either way. But the point was, in fact, you did say that. You said that I said he was a big fat guy and I saw him on Skype. But I never saw him on Skype because he doesn't use Skype. He doesn't have a Skype name.
Okay, can I say, you know what? I have said that Beasley's 300 pounds and a fat man. I've said that.
You might be right. How would I know?
Yeah, well, I just think that when I hear him, he sounds like Edward G. Robinson and a fat man. So I have said that rumor. And
What does
probably
Edward G. Robinson sound like?
Like Brown Beasley. But I have, we played that, and Debbie was the one who said it, that like he sounds like Edward G. Robinson.
He does. Where's your Moses now?
Wow. Wow.
Well, all right.
For a couple of days, who cares? Who cares? You rub.
I'm trying to find that
Pin,
show.
My ring, a pair of scissors.
It says family infighting. You sent me the message on February the 8th.
That sounds about right.
Which would mean, I don't know when it happened, but let's see.
Well, I would think it would happen about February the 7th.
You did something tonight that surprised me, so that would be on February the 8th.
Right.
Okay.
And I said, I still want to know, why did you give up that information at all? What was the point of that? I understand you were trying to annoy Beasley, but why did you do it with me?
I don't remember what I said. I'll have to hear what I said, and then I can tell you why I said it. February the 7th, here it is. Because February the 8th would have been when I got off the show the next day. Okay, let me see when I said it.
Get the pain.
I think Roy Masters said it best.
And that's just, I mean, I'm sorry.
I hope...
God.
Prove their circumstances, pull themselves up by their bootstraps. That's what Chris did. Now, was great talking about the budgeting because 85% of divorces or the divorces that are filed are the result of financial.
He was brutal, absolute jerk among jerks.
I cannot listen to
Here
Chris.
it is. Here it is. Here it is.
He's a train wreck.
Here's some more of that. Watch.
Here it
But
is.
seriously, you're giving me a headache, doll. Please,
Beasley,
seriously.
you sound deranged.
No, I don't. I sound very rational. And the fact of the matter is, even though it's being redundant,
I often talk
you have some severe flaws.
See, he's got himself right up on the microphone like this. You can hear him breathe like that. I mean, he's doing it on purpose. And
It's a
I'm like,
shtick.
he must have been
And
putting on
it
the show
works.
for somebody because it wasn't working with me.
And he roped in and
I did trim the show
hogtied.
down, but I can't get it to upload on Audacity. Actually, well, I was just trying to see. I think I'm fixing to say whatever it is because it's the end of the show, and I'm talking about Beasley, so I want to see what I'm guilty of here. Hang on. Victor did while I slept. I slept like a monster. I slept around the clock. Around the clock. I slept the whole thing around the clock. When I got home last night from Time with Twink Love, I had something to show you guys. I don't know what I did. I don't know what I did with it. Actually we're laughing at our failure. That's what makes it so funny to me.
Okay, so it starts out epic.
Huh?
Oh, you know something? Well,
I know, but I'm just saying. Yeah. Oh, he doesn't own his own house. I think you inadvertently just
say, hey, I'm going to work my car even more.
Man.
Let me say this. There are many things that gives one satisfaction. And I have always said having tactile manipulation of one's environment is absolutely self-esteem building. And I'm very good with my hands. I have the tools. I have the know-how.
Well, I don't know where I say it, but it's on this show called Saturday Night with Chris, Mr. Midnight Movie, JP, and Mr. Solution. So
you said it at the end of the show. It was at the very end.
Okay, let me see.
And it's just a wonderful, wonderful thing. I say this. No, I hear what you're saying. But that's why all of that is...
Now, what caused you to do this? What went wrong?
Oh, I had yeah, it doesn't matter with me because, like I say, to me, it's just the ravings of a fool, of a lunatic. That's a funny name. So look here, I sent you...
Huh?
Oh, you know something? Well, I
know, but I'm just saying. Yeah. Oh, he doesn't own his own house. I think you inadvertently just spill the beans that you do own property, which is a good thing.
Well, but let me just say this. No, I hear what you're saying. But that's why all of that is just shit. That's why it's shit talking. It's shit talking.
It's all lies, is all it is. The shit they say about me.
It makes it, exactly. It makes
that idiot pimp hat passed around that I lived in South Lake, Texas for months. He would go in chat rooms and spamming. And then he found out, and he shut up, that I didn't live there.
That pimp hat. That's that name itself, that's a funny name. So look here, I sent you the email, the Skype. If you want to do something on it, fine. If not, we can overlook it. But I do think it's a teachable moment. And you could never be called a racist in the face of what he did. You can never be called a racist.
If they're judging me to be a racist by the fact that I used the N-word one night to lash out at somebody that was trying to say that he wanted to kill me, then fine, call me a racist.
When they use it all the time.
Exactly.
They use it, and they use it in the most hostile way possible.
It's unbelievable. It's all they say.
One final thing. When you speak to someone that way, it is such a profound disrespect.
He called you names that I have never heard in my life.
No, right. But let me just say
But to each other. I know what you're saying.
Yeah. It doesn't matter with me because, like I say, to me, it's just the ravings of a fool, of a lunatic. But what I'm saying, this is, and I know you get this because I captured it a while back. When you speak to someone that disrespectfully, the way they do, there's no way you can ever build anything with those people.
Bingo. You cannot take back words. Wounds will heal, but you cannot take back words.
Right, and they don't see that. And they say, well, it's the white man. No.
Bullshit. It's your
not
own
the
person.
White man. It's you.
It's you doing it. They mouth off to cops. You heard me read that thing that night, and it made a lot of sense, Mr. Solution.
What are you referring to?
Remember that document I read where it was written by an attorney who said, I will say that representing African Americans has always been more difficult because they always feel like they're being cheated. You sent me that, didn't you, Jew? You sent me that article, didn't you?
I most certainly did.
That was the most amazing article I think I'd ever read, Mr. Midnight Movie. You would love what that article said. Do you remember that article, Flivies? Do you remember it?
Are we live? Are we,
No, we're just talking. We're not. I didn't even start my show.
Hard to tell, isn't it?
It was. It's so good that it is hard to tell.
Everybody says that because my audio is so good.
It is so goddamn good. That's why you're on iHeart. We're not.
Well, iHeart paid for me for 10 years. Was it Life Hacker Jew that you sent that to me? Success is controlling how you spend your time? No, I don't remember. I'm trying to show y'all that article. This was the most amazing article that he sent me. Truly it was. But I don't know which one it was. I can see the links that you sent me, but I don't know which one where it was that you sent me, that one. It talked about how, damn, I wish I knew where that was. WebMD, no, it's not that. There's so many links here. Lord tabs, wireless internet security. I wish I could find it. That was amazing, though. He sent an article about, it was from an attorney. It was written by an attorney, and it was about a guy that said the reason he doesn't like to represent black men is they make the most awful clients because they are always playing the victim and this and that and this and that. And I didn't tweet. Yes, I did start my show, Mr. Midnight Movie. I'm sorry. But I didn't tweet it or anything. I didn't Facebook it or tweet it, I don't think.
Actually, I remember that article. It was written,
I can't find it anywhere. I'm going.
One Angry sent that, and it was written, I think, one of the people from American Renaissance.
I'm all the way back to November, Jew, and I still can't find the link to it.
It was this year.
Oh, it was this year? Oh, crap. I don't know. I'm looking all through my Skype messages, and I don't know where it is. CNN? No. Well, I don't know. Well, I'm sorry.
Suffice to say, you were having a conversation with Solution, and then all of a sudden, oh, and I know all this, and it's because of the Jew. The Jew told me everything, but you didn't put it into time context. And I thought, the fuck is that?
Well, I'm sorry. You told me about Brown Beasley a long time ago. One time,
right?
Before Spreaker.
A long time ago. I wasn't going to deny that.
Yeah. So there you go.
I was in full frontal combat mode.
I think Brown Beasley has turned into a card-carrying prick. Would y'all agree?
Yes.
I mean, an absolute ass. What happened to him? Does anybody know? Why is he so mean?
I think he would take that as a compliment.
I don't see how anybody could take that as a compliment. I mean, I'm just saying. I really don't. I just don't see how anybody could take that as a compliment. Because I think I think when it comes down to it, nobody wants to be a jerk. I mean, do they or do they?
Yes.
Really?
And he does.
People want to be hated?
Yeah.
I mean, I guess. I don't know.
I think that's pretty safe to assume.
Hi, shooting the shit with Polly B. Hi, what's going on with you? I like this Polly B guy. He's really neat. I really like this guy a lot.
I'm neater than everybody.
You have been known to be neater than everybody. You know what?
Not known. I am.
By the way, Debbie, did you see the trailer, the movie trailer for Me, Earl, and the Dead Girl, and the Dying Girl?
Yes, I did. That looks like it's going to be a really good movie too.
Do you think you'll cry or no?
No.
Now, you cried at Cinderella, and I have no idea why.
Because it's so... I just cried my eyes out. Isn't that the sweetest thing?
Sure, yes.
Do you not think that Marlon Brando was the, oh my God, most handsome thing in the whole world when he was in Streetcar Named Desire, Jew?
No.
Oh my God, shut up. I hate both of y'all.
Now, do any of the other women...
Cary Grant is a much better looking man than...
No way. Not when he was in Streetcar Named Desire, he was just scary gorgeous.
Debbie, do any of the other women agree with you?
Hey, look at this. This is when he wins the Oscar. Look at...
I think for all of us, to present the award for the Best Actor, an Oscar winner back in Hollywood for the first time in 3 years, one of the screen's first ladies and past president of the Academy, Miss Betty Davis.
Hello. Hello, Bob. Hello. Because I want to see Marlon Brando. Do y'all think she's pretty?
No.
Reminds me of my grandmother.
I never thought. She's just one of those kind of women that always looks old. Wonderful. Get to Marlon.
Find out what actor has won the Oscar for the best performance of this year.
Mr. Marlon Brando. Was this for Streetcar Named Desire?
No, this was for On the Waterfront. My favorite Marlon Brando film, by the way.
Well, he still doesn't look as good there as he did in Streetcar Named Desire. He was amazing. He must have been really young in that show, Mr. Midnight Movie. That's all I have to say.
Well, that was only 3 to 4 years later.
I mean, look at this, Jew. Look. Oh, she looks horrible as a blonde. Are you kidding me? Look at that jawline.
Cary Grant is much better looking.
Yeah.
Cary Grant. Well, let's just see here. In what movie?
Any movie.
Cary Grant wasn't he the one that used to talk like this? Cary Grant. Remember?
Yeah.
Cary Grant.
Well, I thought, how about
taller, and he never got fat like Mr. Midnight Movie.
No.
Now, what about Montgomery Cliff?
What's a movie that Cary Grant? Here's one called Penny Serenade.
That'll work.
At least that's what you said when we were dancing. What are you thinking?
No way. Look. Boom. Wait, come back to Marlon Brando. No way. Look at that. No way.
Marlon Brando looks like a monkey.
He was such a pig in the movie. He was a pig.
She looks disgusting as a blonde. Look at that. Hello. Oh, he's just handsome as hell. And then here we have Cary Grant. Hi, I look like your father.
Wishing I could be with you every day like this.
Why were all women beautiful back in the 50s on when they were on screen? They were all gorgeous. They all looked just beautiful.
Well, they had them, and they had them made up like. Now, what about Monty Cliff?
Monty Cliff. I don't think I know him.
Montgomery Cliff.
Who is that?
In Red River.
Montgomery Cliff in Red River. Which one is he?
It's the one next to John Wayne.
Montgomery Clift. Which one?
That's not him. Jeez.
There he is.
No. That's Gabby.
Over here?
Yeah.
No, he's too young. Nah. I'm telling you, I just it's crazy. He's so good looking. It's ridiculous.
And you like those bad boys though, because he's a real fucking.
There you go. That's what Mr. Solution says that most women do. They love bad boys.
He was such a creep in that film.
Mr. Solution spends his time listening to Diamonds Radio on BTR.
What is Diamonds Radio?
He has joined the bottom feeders at the bottom of the trough.
What? Are you serious? I want to see how I look in black and white here. Open up. Let me in. Not by the hair on my chinny chin chin. Okay. First, we'll show
how does one call Mr. Solution?
Well, you just send out the bat signal. He's usually listening.
Marijuana, and that is a travesty.
This is my most recent.
I do not want to hear.
This is my most recent webcam. So first, we'll screenshot this. We'll take a screenshot of it. Look, I have on 2 glasses. I just realized that. And then we'll take it over and we'll pick up the picture, which would be right. Where is it?
You know what? What Angry Jew doesn't understand is that Chris Nelson is America's unsung genius. You can't be that big of a fucking
train wreck.
But you know what? It is his train wreck is fucking genius.
No, it's not.
Yes, there I am. Look how beautiful I look in black and white. See, that's what it is. It's the black and white.
How is Chris Nelson a genius?
Because he's a
He's
train
a
wreck.
complete genius, Nick. I'm not getting it.
Listen, nobody is as hypocritical, or as who's that? Was someone calling? Nobody is as hypocritical and just as big a train wreck. I mean, he's angry, hating everybody, then he's apologizing and crying. He's just like.
Oh, somebody needs to slap the shit out when he starts the crying stuff. And he's passing out everywhere. He's passing out on the beach, passing out in the ocean, passing out in the woods. Yeah, what's that all about?
He's a pussy, dude. He's no Marlon Brando. Let's put it that way.
No, he's definitely no Marlon Brando. He's got some serious problems. I mean, even if I do say so myself. I love me in black and white. I wish I could be in black and white more often. What?
See, Chris Nelson would come to you, like if you were younger, a guy like Chris Nelson would come to you with a bouquet of flowers and, like, you know, want to take you, like, out on a date in his father's car. And Brando would show up, like, in a Harley and just say, get on.
Fine. I'm not kidding. I've just never seen anybody that gorgeous. When I saw him in A Streetcar Named Desire, I just went batshit crazy.
Now, there are women who think he's good looking, but I think you're, like, in a minority. Like, very few women find him, like, you know, really, you know, they find him good looking, but not extremely handsome.
But I'll tell you what you know what they did for my bachelorette party before I got married? They had on a loop the sand volleyball, and I don't know how they did it, the sand volleyball scene from Top Gun. With, the volleyball scene. This was on a loop playing at my bachelor party because of Val Kilmer and all the guys in it, and it was pretty crazy.
Now, do you think Brando's better than Val?
Not in this movie. Val Kilmer was ridiculously fine in this movie. Where did he go? Come back, Val.
Oh my God, I can't fucking.
Yeah, you know, they were cute in this movie.
And I have no respect for Tom Cruise.
See, I love that jawline. See that really broad jawline right there?
If you hit it with a baseball bat, it would look worse.
And he's just got that little boy look. That's what I think is cute about Val Kilmer. He just looks good to me.
Tom Cruise looks like a guy that you would want to slap around.
Oh, I can't stand him.
Mr. Scientologist.
I don't like guys like Val Kilmer. They do nothing for me. I just don't think they're cute at all. I mean, Tom Cruise. They don't show Val Kilmer enough in this, but he was cute in. I thought he was cute in Top Gun, you know, but I don't know. So, what girls do y'all think are like amazingly the most gorgeous girls in the whole world?
Well, there's a chick named Angel Lima who's from Brazil, who I think is very attractive.
Angel Lima, is she on YouTube? Oh wow, Angel Lima. She's a porn star, right?
Something like that, but I find her really attractive.
Angel Lima, ex-atriz pornô. Palmas pra ela. Angel.
No way. Did you see her, a Jew, on here?
No. I mean, am I looking at it now?
Well, you look at pictures of her. I mean,
they wear way too much makeup.
If you see her on Google, I found her really attractive.
She wears way too much makeup.
Look at that makeup.
Look at Look at her like when she's in a bathing suit. She's got.
She's huge. Oh, you're going to do bad things to me.
Eu falo pra você que você merece muito mais, sabia?
Are we watching a porn?
No, it's guys cheating on their wives, or cheating on their.
It looks like a porn to me.
I thought she was sexy. I don't know about.
There was a girl that I saw one time, and I thought she was the most amazing. Hey, you know something, Stabby? How come people that talk to me and like me are licking Debbie's taint? What does that mean? I don't get it. Why can't I have friends? Why can't
Stabby.
Why can't somebody just be my friend, Stabby? Why do they have to be kissing my ass? What does that say about me?
Who is he saying is kissing your ass?
Polly B.
I don't know who that is.
He's a new guy on Spreaker, and he's really cool. Yeah, Chris really. I think Chris had his swan song on my show.
Chris, though, to me, I hate him, and I find him fascinating. He's someone in my. If he was in my personal life, I would probably smash him in the face. But
he was so rude to me on my last show. I don't think I've ever been treated that rude before on my show before, ever. Oh, okay. Well, then you need to take that back, because that's not very nice, Stabby, to say that anytime somebody's my friend, they're kissing my ass. And I think that's not fair to me to say that I can't have friends. Asshole.
Shame on you, Stabby.
He says, I'm sure you have a very nice taint, Debbie.
Yes. Well, maybe Stabby can be friends with Chris Nelson. He hasn't given has he given any opinion on Chris Nelson?
I don't know.
Is anybody friends with Chris Nelson?
Well, I was friends with Chris Nelson, I guess you could say, but no.
Has he apologized for his bad behavior, Debbie?
No, he has not.
Oh, he probably doesn't even know what he did.
Why isn't this tweeting my show when I hit the Tweety Bird thing and it doesn't? That's really weird. Well, anyway, I'll just have to get the link to tweet it. That's why my show hasn't been tweeting lately. Something's fucked up with my Twitter. See what I mean? When I click it, it just goes, compose new tweet. That is so weird. And you never tweet my show, Floovies.
I did.
Let's go to Twitter right now and look. I bet you didn't.
I know, I didn't tweet
I'm going to go look.
One. Debbie?
Nope,
no,
I know you didn't.
Nope.
Here we go. We're going.
You said I never did, and I have. Now, come on. You're bullying me.
I guarantee you didn't tweet it. What? Oh.
Not the day I didn't.
I have 14. What is this? Listen to Mr. Minute Mood. Uh-oh. Guy's been tweeting my show, and I blocked him on my show. Oh, shit. I got to go unblock Guy real quick.
Why did you block him?
Because I was trying to make a point. I never block people, but I did block Guy. There, he's unblocked.
Yes.
He was being the only people that are blocked are these trolls that have fake, like that one's of my daughter, and that one's not an ad.
Okay. Now, I think Guy Shea and Chris Nelson would have a great fucking show.
You think so?
Maybe. I think it could be funny.
I don't know. I want to see if my show's still almost number 1. Here goes nothing. I'm number 2. And these people are fake, so I'm number 1. I am number fucking 1, and y'all can all kiss my... This guy has fake... I know... Jew, look at this. I want to show you something. I know this guy is doing what people call botting their numbers, because look, let me show you a little... I'll show you a little test. May the 6th, 40,000 listeners, 0 comments.
Maybe they're a comment eraser.
Jew, 40,000 listeners and 0 comments in the chat room. That means...
Maybe they've turned off comments.
You can't turn off comments. I'm going to get Stabby's opinion. Stabby will be honest. Stabby, I'm going to bring you a link. Don't go anywhere. Hang on.
Why does anybody care what Stabby says?
Well,
he never says anything anyway.
Stabby, click this link of this show and tell me if that's what you people call, quote unquote, botting your numbers. Which, if they are, that means I'm number 1. Because it goes from left to right, then left to right, then left to right, like that. And I'm in the number 2 spot in comedy on entertainment, which is the biggest. Look at that. 40,000 listens? That's impossible. And the show blows.
How would that have been gained otherwise?
I don't know, unless they're botting. Some people says botting, whatever botting means. I don't know how to do that.
I have no idea what that is.
They say that they get an electronic computer program. Look, Victor, 40,000 listens in one show. That's impossible.
Not one person?
And their shows are so boring, too. Listen to this. Listen.
Look at the flick of the wrist. Look at the flick of the wrist. This episode is brought to you by NatureBox. NatureBox.com, bringing us back on a Thursday.
On a Thursday.
Okay, so you may say, well, Debbie, maybe they're listening off of their website. Okay, let's try that. Let's go to their profile, and their website is called ifiwereyou.com, right? Let's click the website. We go to the website, but on the website, all you get linked to is Spreaker. Right here. So all you get the link to is you go right back to Spreaker.com. Now, anybody can tell you that out of 40,000 people, somebody's going to leave a comment. Even if it's just, hi. Somebody out of 40,000. That, my friends, is called botting your listeners right there. What everybody says I do, which I've said 1,000 times. If I'm going to bot my listeners, I'm going to bot them more than 200 listens or 300 listens. Are y'all there? Should I shut the fuck up?
I'm here.
That bot or botting?
I don't know. They always go. Angela Truth always says that I bot my numbers, and I don't know what that means. Botting.
I don't know what that means either. But I've noticed that Angela Truth is gone.
Number bots.
I've also noticed that Ron Rick is gone. I think I've killed off everybody.
Well, I don't think you killed. Angela Truth hasn't done a show in a long time. I'm going to ask Stabby if that. Stabby, don't you see what I'm saying? On YouTube, you can get 40,000 views for doing nothing. But can you at least give me that for 40,000 listens? Don't you think that...
It's a bit odd.
Okay, so that means I'm number one. And comedy is the biggest place to be on Spreaker.com. It's the biggest whatever. It's under entertainment. And then you go to comedy, which my show sits right at number 2. And if you keep scrolling down and down and down, it just goes on forever. It's just like it's the biggest, whatchamadoomy, the biggest... category to be in. It just goes on forever. It's like it's where everybody's at. And I'm number 2. I think I'm number 1. I'm sorry, I just do. I think that puts me in the number 1 spot.
It should. There should be a crime against botting.
Are you saying botting or botting?
Be like a robot.
Oh, B-O-T-T. All right.
But they do. Don't they say that I bought my show numbers? Don't they, Mr. Midnight Movie?
I don't know who they are. Who are they?
Angela says that. Guy Shea says.
Gone.
Guy Shea says that.
Guy Shea's brilliant.
I wouldn't say he's brilliant. You think his show is brilliant?
He's very quick-witted. He can speak off the cuff.
Oh, look, he's talking about Debbie again. Not the Debbie Dullass show. Let's see, he's talking about me.
You know what I'm saying? Jesus Christ. 53-year-old woman's got a Mexican who owns a bail bondsman for...
I think he's obsessed with me. I really do. I think that he's become, like, obsessed. I'm all he talks about.
Well, you're good. You're a good subject.
Yeah, I guess. Whatever.
I'm gonna go and get a slice of pizza real quick.
All right, Angel.
A slice of pizza?
Yeah, why not?
Because it's full of carbs.
Debbie and I already talked about this, and she was wrong.
Really? What'd she say?
What did you tell him? What you said, Debbie?
Right. Somebody was talking to me. Yeah, see, watch. I'll just randomly hit Guy's show, and it'll be about me. Watch.
What did you say about pizza and Midnight Movie?
He asked me earlier. I said I had pizza rolls, and he said you shouldn't eat that because bread turns into sugar.
It does.
And then he's going to go eat pizza.
That's bread.
Yeah, I didn't know that carbs turned into sugar.
That's what carbs are. I can't have any carbs.
Yeah, I'm sick of Guy's show. He's just ridiculous.
I find
Plants, right?
Heather loves anal.
Why else would a woman get breast implants unless she's going to be?
I don't have breast implants. Ghost was trolling. Just
Why does
get over
anybody
me.
care?
I don't. Maybe he should talk about me because that's all he has to talk about is me.
I love it when people talk about me, so I can't understand why you would have a problem.
Yeah, it's like free advertising.
That's right.
Fucking who cares? I don't know. So how's the boy? Is he doing okay?
He's a black belt as of yesterday.
No, he's not. Are you serious? God, he's going to be a badass.
Little Dragon's black belt.
He is going to be such a badass. He's gorgeous. He's smart.
When he gets some meat on him, he will, yeah.
Well, he's still just a little boy. He's a beautiful, beautiful boy. How did he come out so beautiful?
And have me as a father? Yes, this is a question many people want to know.
Well, Thai women are beautiful. Is his mother beautiful?
Yes.
Wow. Are you still thinking about going back over there?
It may be there now.
That's true. I saw a Thai woman the other day in a video, and I thought, oh, my God, she is beautiful.
I still think the Koreans are the most beautiful in Asia.
Yeah, my dad said he probably had some children over in Korea that he didn't know about. He used to tell me all the time, you probably got brothers and sisters in Korea.
That's what I want. I like the Koreans.
Yeah, but can you just go to one of those countries and just get a hotel and stay there and nobody ever asks you any questions? Or don't you eventually have to become... Well, you're a citizen over there, right? Or
No.
somewhere in Thailand, aren't you, right?
No, and they ask questions. They do enforce their immigration laws, unlike America.
I think I'm fixing to start, I say practicing, as a paralegal immigration law. I got a full-fledged invitation from one of the biggest guys, one of the biggest immigration lawyers in Dallas wants me to open up an absolute immigration an absolute immigration thingy, what am I trying to say, office for him in Dallas. And I'm very excited. I'm going to take the offer, too. I am going to take it. He's really, 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 really going to... where did he make me that offer at? He said something like, he said, as for the work here, I'm working on several matters. I hope to have some resolution by the end of the week, either probate or immigration. I have taken over a statewide probate practice for a firm in Austin. I have a source of regular immigration here. Both matters need systemization and organization. As for the immigration work, how good is your Spanish? Conversational and formal. Can you translate documents? And he wants to move into a bigger office and have me open up the complete immigration law department.
Where is Solution? Haven't we put out the feelers for him?
Oh, I have to put up the bat signal. Mr. Solution, call the show, please. Mr. Solution, call the show. We have to check and see if he's on Blogstock. Are the numbnuts on over there? Talk Real Solution?
I don't know. I don't pay attention to them. I go around there once in a while and troll them just to make sure that they know I'm still alive.
What about your new girlfriend you've got? What's her name?
Which one?
Kathy 23, or what's her name?
Cat Girl?
No, they're not on. They haven't done a show since Friday.
Kathy? Who's Kathy 23?
Some girl you're always doing a show with. You know, the Kathy 123 person.
Oh, that's Cat Girl. You mean the show where I outed George Sinzer as a cross-dressing freak?
Mm-hmm. Aren't you on Blog Talk Radio right now?
No.
Not right now, but don't you have a show on there?
No, it was 404.
Stop it. Are you serious?
And it was a $300 a month Blog Talk account.
No. They're still doing that stuff?
Well, apparently they didn't like me outing George. You may not know about this.
George who? Tell me again. I heard some of your shows, but I don't remember it.
Firefox News Online with George Sinzer.
I did hear that. I swear to God, I did hear that. Yes,
really?
I heard it. And did
George
somebody make a
Sinzer.
complaint and they 404'd you?
I imagine George Sinzer made a complaint. I was telling the world about his cross-dressing.
And you know that he does this for sure?
100%.
Wow. What was the name of your show? I want to see if it's what it says. What was it called?
It's 404. It's gone. I forget what I called it. I kept changing the name. Doesn't matter.
That's too bad.
I have the archives of it.
So you did get your archive then?
Yeah. I only did a few shows. I only did it to purposely torment George Sinzer because he's a jerk-off.
I don't have a problem with people trolling mean people. I wonder if Mr. Solution ever did his show on TRS. Does anybody know if he ever did? Oh, Talking Economics. I wonder if that's it.
Oh, God.
I just wonder.
Pearls before swine.
Mr. Solution, call the show, please. We need to ask you some very important questions. It's very important
Pearls
that
before
you call.
swine. Those people over at TRS are swine.
They really are. They're horrible.
Pizza's really... I'm sorry.
Speaking of breathing heavily, I hear you, Mr.
Sorry.
Breathing.
Sorry, I'm kind of big.
Now, be nice to Pumpkinhead over there. What is
Pumpkinhead needs to stop eating pizza and have some bologna on pumpernickel with mayonnaise or mustard.
Did I hear you say you'd stopped eating meat? Uh-oh.
Every night.
Look at this, Jew. It says, I just put in one angry Jew, and look at all these vents in the bays that you come up on.
I was popular. Yes, I stopped eating meat. I stopped eating meat every night.
Wait a minute. What is this?
And then I start up
Daily.
again.
Well, but isn't that just the Atkins diet?
No. I stop eating meat every night when I go to bed.
Oh, I get it. This says Vince in the Bay. Hold on, let me hit pause. It says, this week, Vince catches us up with the drama that unfolded on the air over the weekend as Debbie Daly, Bill Wagner, and the One Angry Jew had a candid conversation which may have revealed a truce among the BTR late-night personalities. Are Bill and Debbie cool? Are Debbie and the Jew cool? Is the Jew cool at all? How do the Skype assholes in the BWC figure into all of this? Is the black conservative really a grifter? Did Han shoot first? And exactly how many proxies does the Jew have? Answers to all these questions and more right here, plus music and your calls.
When was this?
It says 2/17 of 2011.
4 years ago. Yeah.
2011. I don't know if it's any good.
I'm still here. Everybody else, lots of people are gone. I'm not.
At any point, he's more than welcome. I think he's.
It should be. Yeah, it should be. It should be buyer beware. But these people believe in the black conservative. He's a grifter. I think that's what it's all about.
So you and Debbie buried the hatch, obviously.
What's a grifter?
A cheater.
A what? A cheer?
A con artist.
A grifter. I've never heard that in my life.
Well, Mr. Midnight Movie should know there's a movie out there called The Grifter.
Mr. Midnight Movie.
I've seen it. Now, hey,
you didn't go eat pizza. You went and tweeted the show.
No. Hey, by the way, did you hear what Stabby McHugg said about me?
No, what did he say?
They said they're going to be calling you Mr. Diabetic Amputation.
Stabby. No, they're not.
They won't be calling me that. My blood sugar is probably better than most.
You might be right. Anyway, I'm going to go to Betty. Bye.
You are not.
Don't. It's too early. It's Saturday night.
I work in the morning.
No. Don't. Don't go to bed yet. I'll do something to make you happy. What can I do to make you happy? Let me see. I'll think.
His mind is moving to hand jobs at the moment. Virtual hand jobs.
I don't know. What
Okay.
could make me happy?
Let's see. I know what you can
Play
do.
some Chris Nelson.
A new fountain pen.
Hey, do you still have fountain pens?
I buy them like crazy.
Why?
Because I sell them for more money than I buy them.
Oh, okay.
I want one, but
why do you like fountain pens?
I don't know.
Because they're cool. Well, see, I like, if my webcam will come on, I'll show y'all what I collect. You know what I collect? And you would love this. I collect train cases from the 60s and stuff. Do you know what train cases are? Does anybody know you know what a train case is? No?
No.
Oh, rats. I'd love to show. What's wrong with my webcam? I want it to come on. What's wrong with my stupid webcam? It just spins for some reason. I don't...
All that talk of amputation made me hungry.
My webcam won't come on for some reason. I don't know what's wrong with it. I plugged it in.
What is wrong with Stabby?
Let me plug it straight into the computer. Here, plug it straight into the computer. Here we go. Now it's going to work, I betcha. Dun, 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 dun.
When I could buy a pen for $55 and sell it for $200, I call that a good 20 minutes.
Okay. All right, now let me see if it'll come on. Now is it going to come on? Oh, what's it doing? Now it's black. Okay, let me change. No, it's doing something stupid. Let me change the settings on it. Maybe it's got the wrong one here. Oh, no wonder. Okay, here we go. Here's one thing I love to collect. Turn on the goddamn camera. Okay. They're called antique train cases. Look, over here. They're from, here we go. I'm moving the webcam down here. Right. Can you see it on the floor right there?
Yes.
A train case. See? Isn't it cute? From the 60s.
They used to put heads in that for horror films.
And I have this one down here, which is beautiful. This is one of the other ones I have. I collect antique train cases, and I collect antique telephones. I love antique telephones. Right. This is one of the prettier ones that I have. Isn't that pretty?
Someday your iPhone will be an antique.
No kidding. Yeah, it will. But here's my little room. I would show you me, but I don't have any. I can show you my blue jeans that I have on. There's me. See, I'm sitting like an Indian in my chair right now. And there's my shirt. I have on a golf shirt that says, what does it say? It says, I think it says Descent. No, it says, where is it? This one says nothing on it, I guess.
Okay. Well, are we going to have a Sunday show again with Chris Nelson? I just want to know.
Mr. Midnight Movie, Chris Nelson just makes his teeth itch.
He does, but he's also, like I said, he's fascinating.
Why is he fascinating? I don't find him fascinating. He's a train wreck.
But that's fascinating to me, anyway.
Plus, he doesn't like me. He runs every time I'm anywhere near.
Well, I'll tell you who he doesn't like. That's Lester.
That was a great show with Lester. That was so epic.
He's pretty intimidated by Lester. I think he's intimidated by all of you guys, to be honest with you.
He's absolutely intimidated by
Mr.
me.
Midnight Movie tweeted the show.
Yes, I did. So don't tell me. You told me I never did, and I have. I've done it now, and I did it before.
Yeah.
Well, why did that take you so long to do?
Because I don't know. I wasn't I wasn't even online. I mean, I was just like on my Skypey poo.
Okay, if you talk like that once more, I don't know what I'm going to do.
Okay, I'm sorry. But I
can't tweet anything on Skype.
If I come out to Los Angeles and you say Skypey poo, really, I'm getting in the car and I'm leaving.
Shit.
You don't love Mr. Midnight Movie. How can you not love Mr. Midnight Movie? I'm dead serious. How can
If
you
he
not?
says Skypey poo, I'm sorry.
He's a little angel doll face.
Well, that might be, but Skypey poo is my limit.
Debbie, can you say Skypey poo?
Skypey poo. Oh, you guys are such mullets. Oh, here comes Jewish producer in the house. Oh, he's coming on a different... Hold on, boys, don't hang up. Jewish producer, you're on a different call.
That's my name.
Hello, Jewish. I'm going to have to ring you in with me and the boys, me and Uncle Maury.
Why don't you ring me in, sister?
All right, bye. All right, let me go back to the boys.
Are we on the air?
Oh,
or is it
boys.
just-
I need to ring in JP to the call. He wants to say hi to Uncle Maury. He is coming right now. Here he comes.
I'm hungry.
Well, go eat.
Well, I'll have some. If this is what you should be eating.
You're on the call,
3 a.m.
JP. You just have to pick up.
He's got to stop scratching his balls. I don't know what he's doing.
It says, Debbie added Jewish producer to this conversation. All you have to do is just touch the magic button, JP, and you're in the call.
Yeah. You need to start eating. You need to start eating your own nuts.
Oh, I do those. I eat nuts every day. I eat macadamia nuts.
But you got to eat your own nuts. Macadamia nuts are crappy nuts.
Are they? Did JP pick
The best
up?
nut to eat is the walnut.
The walnuts.
Seconded by the pecan.
Would you add Jewish producer? There he is. Hi, JP.
I'm here, everybody. Fear no longer.
Uncle Maury's on the call.
Now, he's got a hell of a jawline.
No, it's not. It should be a lot. Well, he's got a pretty good jawline, but
It's not obscure like Midnight Movie.
Midnight Movie, if he would lose, if we could make him run until he loses about 100 pounds, no, about 50 or 60 pounds, you would be awesome.
He needs to start eating his own nuts and he needs to start swimming.
Well, there you go.
What kind of matzah meal are we talking about tonight? What is this?
Hi, Louie B. How are you? Hi, Stabby. Oh, that's Stabby.
We're
Hi,
all being
Stabby.
good Christians and practicing forgiveness.
Yes.
One Angry Jew, are you Bad Beasley in the chat room?
The big news
No.
here is that Wang Angry Jew is on the line with you, Debbie Daly. That is
big news. Now, Debbie, since we've agreed that I could beat you in a foot race, do you think who do you think would win in a game of darts?
Stop. Nobody's agreed. I still don't think you could beat me in a foot race.
I think in any race to a set of ribs 30 feet away, you would beat everybody.
Yeah. Now, how would you do against me, like in a game of darts, Debbie?
I would kick your ass in darts. Would I, Jewish producer?
I just watched American Sniper, and I want to draw a huge target on the back of Mr. Midnight Movie's back and start throwing darts at his back. Just like
Oh,
they do.
that's right. They did that. They really do that, I hear.
You know, what was interesting is there was a few scenes in that movie that were filmed right down the street from me. It all came back to me while I was watching it. There was a scene when he was a civilian where he got married. That was in Marina Del Rey. And then there was another scene where his wife was having their first baby and they were driving in the car. And that was right there on Manchester or Westchester Parkway, right alongside the LAX
Are you
airport.
near Marina
There
Del
they
Rey?
go. Mr. Midnight Movie, did you hear what he said?
Yeah.
What? No. What's he talking about? He's talking about in the California, people always go, take the 101 to the 110 and exit Ventura and go right down to. All y'all ever give us directions. It's so cool.
No, it's as bad as the people in New Jersey.
It's like the Californians on Saturday Night Live.
Oh, my God. We were listening to that earlier, and I was laughing my ass off. Because that sounds... Mr. Midnight Movie does talk like that.
He does.
Me?
Yes, he does. Yes, you do, bitch. Yes, you do.
I don't know
Yes.
about really?
That Lowe's doesn't even have an outdoor section, Divin.
Do now, Stuart.
Do now.
Small one. They opened it up in January.
January.
I'm hungry.
Oh, baby.
Keep it down, you guys. My mom is in the guest bedroom.
Oh, my God, guys.
Bedroom.
I'm eating my nuts and it's not doing me any good.
I know. I never get full on nuts either. You need to drink some cherry-flavored Kool-Aid. So, JP,
No, I don't.
How's your
I need to drink
turntable?
I need to drink cherry flavored Kool-Aid like I need a good amputation.
Shit.
You do talk like you're from California.
Who does?
Mr. Midnight Movie does.
Hello, Stuart. The one on Pico.
You even knew the name of that street, Mr. Midnight Movie. What's the name of that street?
Pico? They have a song called Pico and Sepulveda. JP, did you ever hear that song? Pico and Sepulveda, Pico and Sepulveda, Pico and Sepulveda.
I am coming to California.
I'll go with you. Just fly by and get me in Dallas, and I'll go.
Yeah.
I would love to meet you guys. I swear to God,
I am
would.
going to San Leandro.
When are you going?
That's Northern Cal.
When are you going to San Leandro?
Oh, yeah, you're right. It is. Where the hell did I say I was going? Oh, never mind.
I want to come out there.
I'm going to Los Angeles.
You said near Marina Del Rey originally.
That's right. I keep thinking, I don't know why I thought San Leandro.
I love Marina Del Rey. I feel like I'm just listening to y'all and commenting on y'all's conversation. Listen to the Jew eating on the air. How rude.
Yeah, what an obnoxious schmuck. Now, in Marina Del Rey, they have a movie, a restaurant movie.
I should go get all of my pictures of me at Marina Del Rey. I'm in a bikini.
Ooh.
And I could turn on my webcam and show you all the pictures. Where are those pictures at? I went to Marina Del Rey and stayed in the Coronado Del, is that it?
Frisco?
No, it was in the one where they shot part of Gone with the Wind. You know, the Coronado Del, the famous hotel right there?
San Diego. That's in San Diego.
Oh, wow, I'm so stupid.
Let's look at the pictures of you in the bikini, please.
I'm thinking where they are. You can always tell I'm thinking if I'm biting my lip, Heather says. They are... Oh, no. They are... Where are they? I can't think of where they are. I think they're in a closet over there. I might go get them in just a minute.
I want Mr. Midnight Movie to share his computer screen and show us his browser cache.
Yes, please do that so we can help you. Share your screen, dear. I'm like my boss. Share your screen, please.
What do you
No,
mean?
I want to see how full of porn it is.
Get off it.
You click share screen.
Let's see how much porn you got on your screen, Uncle Maury.
Please don't deflect.
I never watch porn.
Never?
Never. Here's my whole history. I want to talk to Jewish producer. He never talks very much.
All right, let him talk.
Here to talk. I'm just trying to figure out where this is going.
We're not going anywhere, really.
Can you be more specific, please?
Can you be more specific, please?
Man caught smuggling drugs under foreskin. Wow. That's
God damn.
Must be awful big foreskin.
Now, I would like to say, I think Jewish producers...
Hold on a second. How do you find that? How does one find that out? This is not a typical...
Google foreskin and you'll...
Wait a second. This is not a typical airport search.
They found heroin. It was a Chinese man. They found heroin.
Wait a second. They found heroin on a Chinese man under his foreskin?
Yeah, this was in China.
That's not possible.
Well, they don't circumcise themselves. What was I going to say?
Normal size Chinese.
Hey, I want to show y'all these pictures on Pinterest called Remembering the 80s and the 70s. Look at these pictures. Watch. These are amazing. Okay. And away we go. Look at these pictures. Look. See if any of this brings back. Look at these cigarettes right here that you could buy. Candy cigarettes with a pretend lighter and pretend matches.
I don't see that.
You don't see that on my screen?
I remember that.
I do too.
Can you see the picture?
If you want to trip down that alley, you can just turn on Mad Men.
Yeah. These are toys. Now, I think Jewish producer would agree with me that that Chris Nelson is an unsung genius.
Right.
Yes.
A genius of what?
Unsung genius.
He's a genius of what?
Of train wrecks.
Yeah.
Well, he is a train wreck, that's for sure.
A little different from Andy Bong. Andy Bong has a different calling, I think. But Andy Bong is he is also an unknown genius here on Spreaker. Yes. There's a few of them running around.
Yes.
You know the first... Yes, sir?
Did you hear that we got on iHeartRadio?
How did you get on? I told you, Mr. Stupid Midnight Movie.
Are we on iHeartRadio? Because look at the...
I looked at all of your accounts and I couldn't find which one you would be on iHeartRadio on.
Okay. Our first podcast that was submitted still is pending review, but once that goes through, we will officially be on iHeartRadio. But we haven't accepted in.
Wait. Have you looked at the recent emails?
No. Have you?
Yes.
It'll say if you're waiting to see if you're going to be on, because I just submitted a show. It will look like I just submitted this one, and if you go to edit and you go to distribution, your submission is currently being processed. iHeartRadio's team will review your submission soon. You have to look under distribution. And then if your show is on iHeartRadio, it will look like let's see, under distribution.
Debbie, let me read you the email.
Your show has been approved for iHeartRadio. Go ahead.
Yeah, our show has been approved. So our first show is still pending. Spreaker is making changes lately, and it may have seemed as though it was no longer pending. For more information, please visit Spreaker. Please follow these guidelines to increase the chances of your show being approved. This is bullshit. So we're not officially on iHeartRadio.
Yeah, if you look under distribution, this is what it says if you're approved. Your show has been approved for iHeartRadio. The episodes of the show will be published on iHeartRadio. You can manage whether to publish each single episode on the episode's edit page.
No music longer than 30 seconds.
No, they are bad about that. I mean, they are so strict. I have 3 of them that show that. That one and which other one did? This one, I think. Yes, that one too. But see, and the thing about these guys, iHeartRadio, is they have paid for my account up to, on my Pro plan, it says your current subscription will expire December of 2023. So are they going to be, my question is, are they still paying for the 10 years?
Maybe.
Are they?
You should ask.
So,
yes.
Do you get, now being on iHeart, do you get that many more listens, Debbie?
Actually, I do. I mean, I do. I get a bunch. But see, Bathtub Girl made these fake complaints and had my shows removed from iHeartRadio.
Well, how many more listens do you get when you are on iHeart?
600 to 1,000 a week. Absolutely. See, on Spreaker under podcast, this right here is the list of everybody that's on iHeart. Louie B is on Louie B Phone Pranks, and there's let's see, is there anybody else we know? The Toby Nap, I don't know that one. Dogma Debate. You'll be on here. There's Lester Mobster Boss Radio. These are everybody from Spreaker. Java Joel. Let's see. I was even trying to look you guys up when I saw that in that chat room where you were talking to Desert Rose and you were saying that you were on iHeartRadio.
Why would anyone talk to Desert Rose?
The Off Limits Show. Oh, he still gives me the creeps. Osberger Support by Dave. He's on there. I cannot believe that Deshaun Porter is on iHeartRadio. What?
He got on iHeartRadio? Then,
yes.
It's a scam. Now, did Chris Nelson get on iHeartRadio?
I don't know. That's a good question. I don't think he is. I'm looking right now at all the shows. I don't think he is. I could be wrong. You know, I don't think that Desert Rose has as many shows on iHeartRadio as she used to.
Does Chris Nelson have a YouTube channel?
A YouTube channel? I don't know. Truth on Tap. There's Kevin Kierstead. He's on iHeart. I know him. I can't think. I don't know anybody else, really, I guess. Let's see. Because Desert says that she's got like 5 or 6 shows on there, and they're not here. I mean, if they are, they're not on iHeart that I can see. There's only, if she's on here at all, and there's Chris Topp, he's on there. And there she is. She's got the Spirited Blogger, that's her. And there's another one, Desert Rose Radio, that's 2. And that's it. Wait, hold on, we got some more.
It's a horrible show.
There's one, On the Road with Desert. There's another one, Simply Desert, that's 4. And let's see, we're looking at the list of Spreakers on iHeartRadio. I think that's all. I mean, that's all I know.
So the wait continues.
The Young Turks.
Are they on iHeart?
Look at this. Look at this. Speculation Sports is on there. That idiot Cowpote. Have you heard how he's gone like... And look at this. The Big D Zone. Nearly died. Welcome home. Running...
And we are back, and this is the Prince. Now candidate Prince Big D, and so exciting.
Yes, I bet.
And Princess?
Yes, my Prince.
What were you going to say about Cowpote?
Oh my God, that's ridiculous. Cowpote's gone off the rail. Look at that picture of Deshaun Porter.
He's a sports nut. That's all he talks about.
No, he's gone crazy. He's gone crazy. He does these shows now that are like, let me show you. He's gone like, seriously, he's like off the chain. He does this thing where he talks about, well, of course he talks about me, of course. But
off the chain is a good thing.
Let me show you what I'm talking about.
You have to get your black terminology down right. Off the chain and off the hook are good things.
Okay, here's one. Guy Shay is in love with Debbie Daly. Bitch. Listen to his voice. Watch.
How you doing, everybody? It's Alan Hernandez. Another installment of Gag Sports. Shut up, the Guy Shay again.
There's
the
a
Gag
reason
juice.
This.
Shows dedicated to their love. I'm dedicating this show to Debbie Daly and Guy Shay. All you gangsters, close your eyes. You see Guy
There's
Shay
a
poking
reason
her
why
ass
he does this.
in some flop house.
Sounds like MMM now.
He sounds batshit crazy. With that
Yes, there's
maniacal
a reason why
laugh.
he does all of this stuff.
Why?
He's not wrapped tightly.
I really,
He
honestly,
thinks it's entertaining.
I really think that there's something wrong with him. Honestly,
He and Chris Nelson should do a show.
Hold on a second. There's something wrong with everybody. When I can
I deny that. No. There's
deny away all you want. When I can find
what is wrong
that
with
a
me?
man, first of all, this is not all about you. We're not. When
Well,
I can
you
find,
included me and Jewish producer, and there's nothing wrong with us. We're
I
just
included
normal
everybody.
people.
When I can find that a man by the name of George Sinzer, who does Firefox News Online on BTR, is a cross-dresser into a very strange desire to be inflated. Let me explain that. Inflated. He's not just a cross-dresser. He doesn't like to put on makeup. He likes to put on women's clothes and put balloons and gel packs into his body to appear like he's pregnant with big tits and a huge 9-month pregnant stomach. He's looking to find a way to permanently
Are you
inflate.
serious? How does he know that? How do you know that?
It's peeling an onion. The more I peeled at this man's onion, the more layers I found. He annoyed me one night. This is about 2 months ago. He annoyed me, and I thought, let me go look and see what there is to find about our friend George. I thought I knew everything there was, but I found an email address. The email address was pregnantmanhire@AOL.com, and I thought, what an odd email. I must go down this road and see where it leads. Well, it led to website after website after website of our friend George Sinzer dressed as a woman, which he has aptly named Gina George Marie, or Gina Marie George, or Marie Gina George. But he didn't put his last name in there, Sinzer. But the pictures on the websites of him cross-dressing and the picture of him from BTR are they're exactly the same.
Why is he ashamed
He's
of
not going to hide it.
Why is he ashamed of something like that? I mean,
But I think he's just like Buffalo Bill. I think there's bodies buried somewhere.
Wow.
Little girl suits and whatnot. I don't know what's going to happen. It kind of makes you wonder. Watch that movie with Buffalo Bill putting on makeup and going, "Would you fuck me? Would you fuck me?" Tell you what, if I heard that voice, I'd be pretty fucking creeped out.
there's my sock account, Mrs. Midnight Movie.
Where is it?
Right here. Look, Mrs. Midnight Movie.
I'm going to have to show you in a second. He did pull down his web pages. He pulled down some of them. But thanks to me, I showed him where all his web pages were, but I don't think he knows the passwords to pull them down.
I saw a guy on here that was almost like Mr. Midnight Movie. He does a movie show on here, right here. He does one called The Movie Show, and then there's another movie show, and then something else. Okay. Let's see what we got here.
If anybody thinks I make any of this stuff up, I do not.
That's him. Oh, you did that.
Well, okay.
Somebody put his picture in there.
Somebody said that. Somebody said that, and I will present this as evidence. How about a Yahoo Groups that goes back to 2005? I didn't create that.
This. Did you make this?
No.
All right, guys, I gotta get to bed.
You're going nowhere. Stay where you are.
I'm going to bed, sir. It's
Did
night.
you eat your nuts?
I ate some nuts and I nibbled on crotch. I gotta get to bed.
You ate no nuts at all. You will stay where you are.
Well, if you have to go
down,
to bed, then go to bed. I'm sorry. I don't want to keep... No, he does have to get a long night's sleep. He has a long night. He has a long day ahead of him.
All right, guys, take care. I'll see you in the morning.
Sorry about that.
Now, you think somebody created these web pages?
Uh-oh. When Mr. Midnight Movie hung up, it killed the call. Uh-oh. It killed the call. Guys?
Our friend George Sinzer created those.
Let me
web
get
pages.
Mr. Midnight Movie off the call. There. Are you still with us, Jewish producer?
I'm back.
So, George, why do we not like George Kinzer? Is that right?
Sinzer. Because George, I'll tell you why. I did a couple of spoof shows called Firefox News Online, where I pretended to be George Sinzer. It was called Comedy. And he went around, well, first of all, he went around telling everybody that I hacked his computer and that Verizon was after me and I was going to be in jail. And for doing a show with his name, I was going to be in jail forever. Mm-hmm. And I thought, well, you're just too fucking stupid. I have to slap you. And then I found his cross-dressing web pages, and there were about 30 websites out there that he put up. You're looking at them. I didn't create these websites. Go look at the Yahoo groups. I didn't create the Yahoo group in 2005. We can't spoof that. That's when he created the Yahoo group. Look at his picture on that Yahoo.
JP, his what is this? His account got 404'd off of Blog Talk Radio. The Jews did.
I've been 404'd many times.
Mr. Midnight.
Used to it.
It's a badge of honor.
I still cannot. They're still doing that. I mean, damn.
Here you go.
Pissed off about this iHeartRadio thing. Damn them.
So,
how about this one? You think I created this stuff, really?
I can help you. I can write a couple of letters to iHeartRadio, and if people write letters and say, I recommend that you have this show put on iHeartRadio, they really pay attention to that because I wrote 3 letters on Deshaun Porter, and I honestly think that's the only reason he got on iHeartRadio because he is horrible.
How about if I write it, send it to you, and if you approve it, you can send it.
Do that. I'm pretty good at writing letters, but go ahead. Okay, now.
You can write if you want to do it. I was going to save you the effort, but if you have
no, do it. Go ahead. I'll be happy to just copy it and do that. Absolutely. Now back to George
Sinzer.
Sinzer, yes.
George Sinzer.
And you think that he's the one that got all pissed off and
Oh, I know he's the one that got me 404.
But
I don't hold it against him.
But you said you don't care.
Very embarrassing.
Okay, here's one of the shows I wrote. It says, "Dear iHeartRadio, can you please take a close look at the show that was submitted to iHeartRadio? It's WBDR Deshaun Porter. Here's the link for it. This guy was homeless. He is blind, but he has a big heart. Please consider Deshaun Porter for iHeartRadio." I sent that.
You can make such a better email for Mr.
Oh, I know. I sent that to Cecilia, and she has a lot of pull.
Well, that worked for Deshaun. Maybe it'll work for us.
I honestly don't know how else he got on iHeartRadio because he is just disgusting as far as show host goes. But that's just my opinion. So I don't know. Yeah, send it to Debbie Daly with an S on the end of it at gmail.com. And I open all of those emails. All right. I'll send you the link to it.
He uses a 4-foot round balloon, 2 20-inch balloons for breasts, and a maternity bathing suit and stretch maternity clothing, and high-grade helium. Have you ever heard of low-grade helium?
Yes, there are different grades.
I didn't know that. You learn something new every day.
I didn't know that breathing helium could kill you.
How much helium?
It killed a girl at a party. She was at a party breathing helium and she died.
You must have had too much.
I didn't know that it could do that. So now Heather's totally scared to death to breathe helium. Because we had a
Probably
party.
a good idea.
We were at a party and there were some helium balloons and I was trying to get her to breathe it. And
you won't do that again.
Did you hear Goose's video he did on White Guilt, Jewish producer?
No, I didn't hear that.
You didn't hear it? He sent it to Mr. Midnight Movie. He sent it to me, too. It's a pretty interesting video. I'll send you the link to it. I think you'll like it. So, but here we go. I'll send you the link right now. It's a pretty interesting video Goose, of course, I think is very intelligent anyway, but... Mm-hmm. Truly, I do. I've always thought he was. There's the link to it in our group chat right there. He sent it to me yesterday, I guess. It's so nice to have you back, Jew. It's so wonderful. Mr. Solution, how come you're not calling the show? You better have a good excuse, buddy. Buddy. He calls in sometimes pretty late, but I ended up having to block Dalton on Skype. He was driving me insane.
Dalton.
I did. I had to block him, and that's so sad to do, but I had to.
Some things need to be done.
Well, iHeartRadio's in all the new 2015 models of GM cars, and that's one reason why I wanted to get back over there with my podcast because...
Hello, GM car drivers.
Yes. Hello, 2000. It is. Did you know that, Jude? Did you know it's in the new 2015 models?
No.
Yeah, it's in the dash. It's in the let me make sure that is in the iHeart.
I'd listen to this on my drive home from work, you know.
You would?
Hey, come on, play along.
Let's see. do. iHeartRadio is now in BMWs. Let's see where else it is. It says
it's not in my car.
Do you have a 2015 Ford. It's in the new Fords.
No, but I rented one the other weekend.
It's in the Toyotas. It's in the Chryslers. I can't see anything else. GM and Chrysler. BMW, Subaru. Jaguar, Land Rover. And that's all I can see, I guess. It's in the cars that I mentioned. Not bad, huh? Not too bad. That'd be pretty cool to just flip on and listen to your podcast on there.
I don't think anybody would be listening to my podcast on iHeartRadio.
Do you ever draw a big crowd on your podcast, Jew?
Yes.
Do you still ever talk? I hear your bong, JP. Do you ever talk to Karen?
I have not in quite a while.
Well, look what I just realized I have access to. The Jew's old podcasts.
No.
Yes, I do.
You must play some.
Okay, let's
Radio Gold.
Let's see. This is one where he says we're going to psychoanalyze Debbie Daly and other BTR miscreants.
Words.
I'd never heard anything about a river of molten metal.
Nothing that I say, but verify what I say. I might tell you the truth, but verify it. If I say something, absolutely call in and challenge me on it. But if I say something and you find out that it's true, call in and let me know and let everybody else know that it was true. But the one-angry Jew is a liar. He is a prevaricator. He's a troublemaker. He's...
What did you say, a prevaricator? What is that?
It's a polite way of saying a liar.
Oh.
Managed to rile up Blog Talk Radio, which is, I got to tell you, one of the most dysfunctional family of people. I mean, look at what you got. You have the Skype assholes who camp out with Debbie Daly, who my grandmother would say butter would just melt in her mouth, wouldn't it? She always comes across so sweet and whatnot, but really, Debbie's a viper.
I am not a viper. I come across sweet because I'm sweet, I think.
What's with all the editorial comment? This is Radio Gold. Debbie is, in fact, I think Debbie is probably intermittently taking medication. I may be wrong, and if Debbie would care to call in and shed some light on that, we could discuss it. I'll put my psychiatrist, well, I can't prescribe drugs anymore because of the incident, but I'll put my...
What? I've never heard that before.
Psychologist hat on. I'll jump into become the therapist, which I'm sure she's in need of, and see if I can't help her out of some of these anger issues that she obviously has. So, we got somebody on the line. Let me see. Tony the Roofer, as I said, I think that's a kid show. Bob the Builder is what my kid watches. Oh, no, he doesn't like Bob the Builder, but Bob the Builder's kind of cool. Let me bring Tony in, and let's see what Tony's got to say. You are unmuted, Tony. What do you got to say?
Hey, what's going on there?
Hey.
I was just curious. I just wanted to see what this show was all about.
Well, the show's about me.
Sounds like a guy talking to himself in the third person.
You know, and that's a mental condition, isn't it? I forgot to mention.
No, I'm not a doctor. I can't really make statements like that.
Well, I think I'm also mentally ill.
Huh.
So what do you have to say? Do you like the Jew? What do you think?
Well, I don't even think you're Jewish.
Well, what do you think I am?
Well, I don't know. You said right in the beginning you can't believe anything you say that you lie. I figure maybe...
Now, Tony DeRoofer hated you.
Everybody hated me.
Well, yeah, sort of.
Maybe you're out here looking for a purpose. I think maybe you're just purposeless and you're just looking for attention. I don't know.
Well, did I get it?
Well,
look, I've got you calling me. Why is it that you pay attention to me? Tell me.
Well, I wouldn't call it paying attention more than amused. It's amusement in some respects, but it's
you
also...
find me
it's
also
also
interesting. Isn't that funny?
too.
Because I find you amusing too.
Right. I mean, if you didn't mention the other characters you're mentioning, whoever they may be, what would the show be about?
Me.
Okay. What about you?
Well, tell me what you'd like to talk about.
Well, the show's about you. Let's talk about you. That sounds like a great topic.
Tell me what you like. What do you like about me?
Well, I don't know you.
Oh, you know me.
What is there to like? I mean, I guess...
Hold on. Wait a minute, Snake. You've been telling everybody for a week that I'm a bedwetter, and I have said that you are a one-trick pony, and you are a one-trick pony.
Wait. What did you call me?
You're not Snake? What are you?
No, who's Snake?
Oh, okay. We're going to play that game. Well, who are you?
Listen to him play dumb.
Tony the Roofer.
No, that's not Snake.
I know it's not Snake, but back then I was just getting to know these guys.
Yeah. I thought that you were with the Skype assholes when I first met you. Did you know that?
No.
Which one was the one that you had my co-host Jake on there? I think it was this one.
That.
That'd be the first one.
I know that there's keywords when you say on a cell phone. That...
Ken Moore used to bore the shit out of me.
Threats against the President of the United States. The Debbie Daly intro song. I love Debbie Daly. Make it low. There you go. And maybe a little bit lower than that. Oh, you hear me okay now, Mike?
Yeah, fine.
All right, great. We're going to leave this in the background. I'm going to make it even lower at the lowest rate. There you go. As we talk about Debbie Daly. So here's the So Debbie Daly spent days trying to figure out who I am, who Jane is, but she's not interested in...
Oh, you're Patriot Gregging bad on that show. I bet you didn't know I had all your old shows. Did you get all of your old shows back then?
I think I have them somewhere.
Yeah, I have those. Those are pretty cool old shows. And I have some of The Boys, too, Mr. Midnight Movie and Jewish Produce.
Oh, I bet you that's painful.
No, they're adorable. What could they possibly do wrong in my eyes? You know how I am about those guys. They're not. They're just.
I am going to eat ribs with them. You learn a lot about people from eating ribs.
I think it's time to meet the boys. I think it's time to meet them. I've just not met them so long. It's just time to meet them. I'm tired of not meeting them. Seriously. I haven't met anybody online and, well, actually I met Lester. So does that count? Yeah, I guess
I don't know. I haven't met anybody.
You've never met anybody online that you've talked online? It's really funny when you meet people online because you're so used to their voice. It's like, it's weird. You know what I mean? It really is. It's weird.
I don't know how weird it's going to be, but I do enjoy a good rib dinner.
Those are supposed to be like so bad for you. I mean, like, they're just all like fat and stuff to me. I don't know.
I love fat. As long as it's got a dry rub and it doesn't have a lot of sweet sauce on it, I'm good.
Here's where I saw one of their shows. Oh, wait. Where did it go?
Jewish producer didn't say whether he thought that was radio gold or not.
It was radio platinum.
Platinum?
There you go.
Yeah, well. I don't know where I'm looking in all the wrong places here. Music. Let's see if you're on this one. Boom, boom, boom. I think we have a winner here. What is this one? How old is this one? This is from the year 2012. Let's see what we got.
We've got 2 callers on the board. Well, we've actually got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 callers on the board without hands up. Let me reset the board.
Here's one that says simulcasting the Mr. Midnight Movie and Jewish Producer show.
Blog Talk Radio. They're really mean to him about it.
Oh, yeah.
Your number is on his phone.
Was that Todd Morris?
You were the last person that he called.
Was that Todd Morris? I think I could name that asshole.
Oh, God.
2 syllables.
Todd Morris was always on my show. Always.
Yes.
Always on my
What's
show.
happened to Todd Morris?
Go ahead and answer that, JP.
You know, he's over there on that one website, TalkShoe, and he seems to really like it. But last time I talked to him, Todd Morris was in a good place, believe it or not. He actually kind of dropped a lot of the act, and he's been super cool the last couple months, but then he disappears more frequently.
They all disappear.
Yeah.
The only constant is me. I'm still here.
Am I a constant? No.
Yeah, I'll give you a constant. But I'm still here. Look at all the people that are gone.
Trying to find when you were on my show. You're always around, JP.
Yeah.
And I'm very
longevity.
I'm persistent, and I am reliable. What did I say how many years ago? I'm a liar.
Longevity runs in my family.
Did you hear how confused that got Tony the roofer? Well, you said you were a liar, but then whatever. I mean, come on.
I want to show y'all what Victor just brought me. Look. Da 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 da.
Oh yeah.
What the hell is that?
A piece
like
of
potato salad.
A piece of pumpkin pie with chocolate chip ice cream.
Oh, yeah, that's what I want.
He just brought that in there. Say bye, Victor. He has his glasses on. He wears Coke bottles for glasses. The bottoms of Coke bottles are so thick. Jewish producer just lost his link. He should click. It should hit again and just that he's back. Okay, let's go back to Mr. Midnight Movie. Hold on, just like what we have here.
A little strong.
Where are you?
Pick up my call, bitch. I was like, God damn, what? I'm the one that, I mean, think of that, how ironic this is, Nature Boy. I'm the, why did you turn on me, Ric Flair, at the Flair compound? I loved that.
That's Nature Boy, or Todd Morris, whatever you want to call it. Let's see. Where's another one here? This one says...
He's super gay.
This one says...
And so therefore, the son of a bitch hates women.
Yeah, he's got some.
Yeah, he's...
You know, I'm still me. I still have my own thoughts and shit, so...
If that's true, and I maintain that the evidence supports that is true, well, then that means that the woman has the power to correct it. It's just like I'm going to use a little bit of a joke. I hope this isn't offensive. But it's like the insane person hitting themselves on the head with a hammer. Well, they said it feels good when they stop. But the point is, they had control over that. So if a woman has control over the problem that she's complaining, it's appropriate to point that out to her. Don't you think?
One Angry Jew. I'm looking
but,
up this.
Yeah, but I've dealt with men all my life.
Right.
Here's a good one with you on the Jew.
Answers? I want to know names. Next time he speaks, he has to give us a name. Just conspiracies, Debbie.
This is great. This is the Jew going up against the Skype assholes. He's supposed to just be with Snake, and he owns them on what happened on 911. Remember?
How could I ever forget?
Last talk, right?
Snake
already asked the question.
I'm going to go to the beginning because I want to hear the rules.
I just ate a potato to slow myself down. I want to. I just ate a potato to slow myself down. I want to get.
That it looks like I see one of them on the board. Stand by just 1 second. Okay. There we go. Now I have my headphones on. If I start Patriot Gregging, I'll go, of course, to the cell phone. So it calmed down last night.
It works. Mm-hmm. Number 2, did he pass physical chemistry on a college level?
All right. Stand by just 1 second. If you don't mind. I'm going to have to go finish. I'm sitting here in a damn towel, and I can't do that. So, guys, oblige me going to get dressed, if you don't mind, please. I got hung up on Skype.
Of course. They've got to go. They got to go or it's done, because I won't play this game with him. He loses, and for forevermore, where everybody's going to say he came in here, he forfeited the rules, he's done.
All right.
He doesn't get to argue with
now
me. He doesn't play
their contention is that they don't get to have any say-so in the rules.
Oh, no, we agreed on the rules on Saturday, if you recall.
And that is on, let me go back, stand by. Snake?
Debbie, you again gave us an opportunity to ask a question, and then the Jew again did not, and he went on another topic on more of the rule bullshit, right? And he said, as far as I'm concerned, the debate has started, and then he continued to talk about the rules of the debate, okay, even though the debate has started.
Stand by. Jew?
Look, we agreed. We're going to have opening statements. I don't want to hear Yura. I don't want to hear your. You know what? I don't want to hear Yura. I want to hear Snake. If Snake is okay, I'll tell you what. If Snake is not man enough to take me on, then let him substitute Yura, and I'll debate Yura. If he wants to admit that he's not man enough to take me on by himself, or he doesn't have the intellect, whatever it is, I'll debate Yura, or I'll debate Falcon. I don't care, but I'm debating one person, not two, not three, not four.
Fair enough. Snake?
Well, Debbie, I asked him two crummy questions. That was my opening statement.
Snake, that's not what we're talking about. Mute Snake so I can talk to Snake. Snake, that's not what we're talking about. We're not talking about whether or not you ask questions. We're trying to lay some ground rules. I mean, that even goes in sandlot baseball. I mean, I'm not ganging up on anybody. I'm just trying to be an even Steven moderator here, okay? He's right. There's got to be some kind of ground rules. If he's going to show up to a fight with you and him, and you've got a gang with you, that's not going to be level. And I'm not taking up for him. You know that. I don't take up for anybody. So, you know what I mean?
Now, here's the opening statement. It ain't going to take 5 minutes. We need to know which angle one-eyed Jew's taking, the Illuminati, Federal Reserve.
He dodged that complete issue. Did you hear that?
Dodges everything. I had him by the balls, and he knows it.
He completely dodged it because, see, what happened, everybody, is Snake sandbagged his team. He had Yura, and Yura he's pretty intelligent. He's from Russia. He used to be with the KGB, they said, but I mean, whether or not that's true, I don't know.
People claim he's intelligent. I'm not so sure.
Well, I think he's pretty intelligent, but Yura was with Snake, feeding him answers to stuff, but the Jew owned him. You absolutely owned him. Absolutely.
And I would have owned Yura if Yura had come up against me. Very, very difficult for somebody to take me on one-on-one. Now, if you got 10 of them all talking at the same time, it's bedlam.
Who's by a street over there? I can hear a street noise. Did JP ever pick back up?
Oh, yeah, I know. I'm here. I'm just on mute. I just finished that letter for you.
Oh, did you send it to, I won't read it over the air, but did you send it to debbiedaily@gmail.com?
Debbie Daly with an S, right?
Yes, with an S on the end.
All right, I'll send it over to you.
That was the greatest debate. Oh, and guess what else I found, JP? I found the premiere of Wiretap Radio.
Did you? Oh, that's great. We got to get Todd Morrison on that action.
I did. I found it on this older computer that I have. Here it is. Here is some of the premiere of Wiretap Radio.
Us, because we are their number one competitor, right? Mm-hmm. Isn't it funny that John Wiley Price has at his house... Darling, we don't...
Did you know what happened to me the day we were set to premiere Wiretap Radio? That was the day that Victor walked in and said, guess what? They revoked my bond license today. And I went, they did what? And I was set to premiere the show 2 hours later. I was not in a good mood.
Read the headlines, Angel. We actually read what goes on.
Well, I'm reading which one I want to get.
Well, we have to remember we're playing to the audience. It doesn't really matter which ones we...
funding to universities that provide in-state tuition.
Poor Mr. Midnight Movie. I was so horrible to ask him to read the news, but then the rest of it I thought went pretty good. I mean, I don't know. What do you think?
You're so laid back.
No, that's like I said. Today was a wine day instead of a usual maybe sober or beer day. Like I said.
Who was that? I don't know who that was. I don't know. I thought it went pretty good. Is anybody there?
Mm.
Anyway, I'm just playing some old shows here. I have this old computer that's connected to this one. But anyway.
Well, somehow we went from Radio Gold and Platinum to Not the One Angry Jew.
Oh, whenever you were... Here's the Jew and Debbie in the year 2010. Damn. The Jew and Debbie in
5 years. What is that?
I don't know what this is.
Ugh, is she a...
I have not trashed you in at least a couple of days.
Oh, that was a drop somebody sent me. That was a drop. I'm trying to find you guys on the show here. JP. I didn't start calling you JP for a long time. Jewish. Here's one. It says Nature Boy, Mr. Midnight Movie, and Jewish producer. And a new guy calls in. I don't know what this is.
Word. Stand tall, don't you fall.
Many other blog talk radio shows that truly suck dick.
Yeah. If she's so bad and she's so horrible, what makes you guys stick around, man? If someone is bad,
This is Jewish producer, by the way.
Yeah.
Listen,
can
I say something?
Go ahead.
Can I say something on my defense?
Yeah,
Sure.
absolutely. I'd love to hear you.
I called her show all the time.
I know that. I'm a big fan, to be honest.
I was on Marijuana Happy Hour for like a year and a half.
Ooh, this sounds good. This is drama. Y'all want to listen to some of this?
Who is that?
It's me, Jewish producer, Mr. Midnight Movie, and it sounds like Big Bill, doesn't it?
I don't know who Big Bill is.
Yeah, it's definitely Big Bill.
You want to hear some of this? Well, we'll hear some until anybody comes up with something else here.
To clear Debbie, this is Exoneration 101. Going to clear Debbie of all liability as in regards to this matter. So let's listen to the audio and we'll discuss it after we hear it.
All right.
I had nothing to do with the troll. I didn't know shit. I don't troll. I had nothing to do with the troll. I didn't know shit. I don't troll.
That's when I proved that Big Bill and Nikki Smokes a Lot and that other girl were trolling me about Big Bill dying. It was all a big troll set up by Johnny Cush. And Big Bill still, to this moment, as of me speaking these words, tells everybody that the reason he, quote-unquote, hates my guts is because I told everybody on BTR that he was dead, when in fact, they told me that he was dead. And I exonerated myself by playing that audio that I busted him on that got deleted. The show got deleted. So, just saying. But.
Troll? I had nothing to do with the troll. I didn't know shit. I don't troll.
Well,
Audrey, did you catch on to?
Yes, I did.
Did you?
And you are perfect to ask this to. What did you gather from that audio?
As far as Big Bill?
Mm-hmm.
He had nothing to do with it. He had nothing to do with the whole ordeal.
The whole what? The whole what, Audrey?
The episode that he caused.
The troll.
The troll.
Wait a minute. It says we invade Movie Boy's show. What is this? These old shows from Blog Talk
Well, there was
Radio.
really no true reason behind it.
All right. We are here with you live on the air, and we are having major technical difficulties. But, Victor, is there any way, can you hear me, Vic?
Go right ahead.
Hi, caller. This is Kay Gallagher.
I called every night. I called every night. I called every night. I called every night.
This is where I'm proving that it was Nikki Smokesalot that made the fake phone call to my show. It was a mess. If you're still listening, JP, tell them what a mess that deal was. That was a major fucking mess.
They fooled everybody. I have to say, I was one of the first times that happened, I guess, with all of us. So we believed it. We all bought in.
What do you know about? I mean, if you were on the witness stand, what do you know that happened involving me, Big Bill, Nikki, and what was that other girl's name? Her name was something.
Oh, I know what you're talking about, but I can't remember.
What do you know?
I couldn't really recall exactly where I heard it. If it was from, it might have been on your show, or if it was from Johnny Cush. Can't remember. I think it was Johnny Cush, and that was the first I had heard of it, and I believed it. And then I went, I followed up, and I went to everybody. Like, you had already heard it, so you kind of confirmed that you knew he was dead. And
they called into my show. Nikki did, pretending to be a friend of Big Bill's, and told me that Big Bill had died.
Yeah.
And I was very sad, very sad. I did a little tribute to him that was about 6 minutes long, a song that was real sweet, and he went batshit crazy. He said that I was telling everybody that he was dead and all this fucking bullshit. I want to see what happens on this.
Weird.
Oh, Dalton.
What's weird besides you?
Okay, here's the funny thing.
Hear any music? I just wanted to let you know that.
She had her
jumped the gun when I tore you apart on my show the other night. I was crushed hearing the news about Big Bill, and I lost it last night when he called in. I said some disparaging things and went against my own advice to knowing the facts. I want to let you know that I had nothing to do with it either, and I will find out who did it, and if they work for me, they will be terminated from my program for life. This radio thing is a tough gig. No one understands the amount of
This is an email I got from Johnny Cush. I just remember that.
Care and energy and pride that goes into our shows. I like to have fun, and I like to straddle the line of good taste. I've called your show having fun, but I have never done something this despicable. I should have known better than to blame you for this. We've had a friendly rivalry that I have been tricked. We have enjoyed a friendly rivalry over the years. I have been tricked by these trolls before, and I am getting a healthy dose of them now. We do different types of programs, and I have never considered you a threat. I've always considered you being a professional, and you put on a great program, so please accept my apologies. I was wrong. I fired without knowing the facts, and I will find out who did this to you. I promise you. I am sorry, and I will address this on my program. I started my show to have fun and spread good vibes, and this shit will not be tolerated on my network or host on my show again. Johnny Cush.
Yes, where is the applause? Where is the applause, Debbie?
That's huge.
Excellent.
That is huge. That is huge. I'm telling y'all. Very huge.
Yes. Johnny Cush he's the man. I love it. Talking about squashing the...
This was a really big deal, people. I mean, it was a major deal. I mean, I would say on the scale from 1 to 10, with 10 being the worst and the biggest, it was definitely a 9. Big Bill went to every show on Blog Talk Radio and told a bunch of bullshit about me. He said that I spread lies, that he was dead, that I scared his family. I told people all this crazy, outlandish shit. I mean, it was crazy what went on. It was a blatant, outright, vicious attack on my character. Truly, truly, it was. Apologies to my guest, Big Bill, Laszlo, and Melissa. There's a bus. Let's see. I'm wondering if I can find out when it happened. What if it's this one? Let me take a look and see if this one.
Blog.
Coast versus West Coast. It was horrible. But anyway, Chris is a beautiful boy, blonde-headed. Most. Don't they know?
Is it fixable?
No. I think he's unhappy.
Laszlo, I know he said he didn't want the marriage, but a lot of people say that because
my sound is great. I'm looking at the board. My
done tons of major work.
Poor Melissa. She was always so drunk on my show. One night she was on my show calling Zeki Oggs. Let's see. We get some very bad news about Big Bill. Wait a minute. This is it. Hold on. This is it. This is it.
And there honestly hope that
this is it.
I'll take off the narration. John Brand will be in anyway in just a second to drop his latest. Whatever they say, the truth is always the opposite. It's real straight and brown, and he just kind of real. What does his hair look like?
When you shave his head.
$15 a ton. $2.52 a ton. Audio thing over there. I don't know what any of this stuff is.
Fucking moth had the fly on it. I thought I was gonna puke.
Cell phones. If I call Hassan and I hang up, or if I call you, turning down, listening to, fighting the chat, do this, do that.
Them staying in that fucking house because they got evacuated to the jail.
Okay.
Why not? Why not?
Well, number one, I point out two areas in society, the most important areas.
Mr. Solution is on the topic of women.
To register for the selective service.
Yeah, Nature Boy was a regular host a co-host on my show. He was on there for 2 years. So, anyway, I don't know if anybody's listening. I don't even know if anybody's still on the call. Oh, the Jew is listening, but he went to get something to eat. Here is Jewish producer. I'm just looking at these old shows, what it says about them. It says, let me look at this one. Let me see. Movie. Don't they know it's the end of the world? Let's see. What about the word Mr.? Mr. Join me and, it's got Mr. Solution. Simulcasting Mr. Midnight Movie. Let's see. Tonight, Prepper Talk, Mr. Solution. What is this one? Me, my daughter. Wait a minute. Maybe I called him MMM. Yeah, here's another one that says, what is this one? These are funny.
Get it?
Yes.
That's the key word. Whatever that is. And that I get beat up regularly by my husband.
And I knew and how I felt and how I expressed, myself in the knowledge. And
Eight men may be unhappy by the way they. All right, we're back at the board now. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 people on the board.
with no hands up. Jeep Girl's on the board, Audrey, H. Raymond, whoever that is. A Skype caller's on the board, Nature Boy, 267-214, and we'll just let everybody hold while I just make it through the rest of the show here. How about that? Let's see. Oh, Monkey Shoes, get out of my freaking life. About me?
Not to me.
Yeah.
To me, he was basically whining, and I didn't want to be cruel to him. Because he probably might have a heart condition or whatnot. But he just was a little bit over dramatized, and I've heard this kind of thing before, and it was like, get over it.
Yeah, I don't. No harm, no foul is the way I look at it.
Yeah.
Right? No harm, no foul. I mean, there was nothing. I didn't do it. I'll go to my deathbed swearing to God and on the Bible and on my children's blood, anything you want me to swear on. It was a troll, and he, I believe, was in the troll, and I'll show you a little piece of evidence I can show you that I put on the switchboard tonight. Listen to how he accidentally slips up a wee bit and says this. It's repeated 3 times.
I had nothing to do with the troll. I didn't know shit. I don't troll. I had nothing to do with the troll. I didn't know shit. I don't troll. I had nothing to do with the troll. I didn't know shit. I don't troll.
Huh?
Yeah, I mean, definitely. He said, like I told you, he gives big guys like me a bad name.
Yes, he does. Yeah. But he slips up and says very plainly, I had nothing to do with the troll. He kind of stutters it, and that was taken directly from right here.
About 2 hours looking good until the shine goes away.
Let me show you how I did not splice that audio, because I know he's going to say she spliced the audio and made it sound this way or that way. Watch it speak identically to what was just said. It is exactly on your July 15th show, 20 minutes in, exactly on the 20.00 mark. Watch.
I had 38 phone calls from Nikki and about 40 from Crystal, screaming in my phone, "You better not be fucking dead. What the hell is going on? Call this show. Call in now. Call me. Call my phone. Call this. Email me. Send me something." Yeah. I had nothing to do with the troll. I didn't know shit. I don't troll. I call up shows and have fun on them. I try to.
Did you hear it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So to me, that's a big thing right there. That's huge right there. He calls it a troll. So I got that audio we were talking about. I isolated it. Victor just walked in. Hi, baby. But just like we were talking about convincing people of bullshit, that was very convincing.
Yeah, it was. And it just goes to show you in this on this network that there are a lot of individuals who just like to prank people and prank them in a very cruel way.
Ugh. Who was the mullet? Hold on just one second. I have to say something to Victor. I was going to say something else to you, and that was this. What was I going to say? Who was the mullet on your show that said that I was addicted to OxyContin and my husband beat me up regularly?
Is this I forget who would call her that was, but
that was great.
Yeah.
I knew Big Bill. I do. I think it was a setup call. It was just too funny. He says, you said area code 9. Did you say 918, which is Oklahoma?
I don't even remember who spoke, but it was someone. I think one of the 9 area code.
Let's listen. I've got to hear it. Hold on just a second. Wait. I think if you said 918, then of course we know who set that call up. Oh, come on.
I wonder if it's going to be area code 918. Then we know what it was. I'm going to play the part. I think I'm going to play the part from your show. I haven't listened to this.
Don't sync the damn phone. Okay. Yes. Okay, here we go. Watch. Hold on. My stupid iTunes is trying to sync my iPhone, and now it's trying to stop it. Come on, stupid.
I try to make the...
Let me back up.
Shows that truly suck dick.
Debbie Daly killed me off her show.
Okay.
And she won't even take my calls because she don't want me broadcasting over the air the truth about what she did. And all the lies that she spread.
What exactly lies has Debbie Daly? I'm sorry, but okay, we got another. Hold on one second. We do have another caller. 9914. You're on the air.
What's going on? How's everything?
Everything's good. Who may I ask is talking?
Mediocre Bob.
Mediocre Bob. Do you know Big Bill?
No, but we have something in common.
Oh, okay. What's the thing you guys have in common?
Cannot stand Debbie Daly.
Oh, what you said. It's a miracle.
Now, why is that?
Debbie Daly is a self-absorbed biatch.
So what has she ever done to any of you guys?
It's not what she hasn't done. It's what she treats her listeners like she's our gift. She's God, and her information and her advice, we're supposed to take it to heart. And if we don't, we're shit. She treats us like shit. I can't stand this woman who's addicted to OxyContin, and her husband beats her up. It's nonstop. I just can't take it. It's like a train wreck. You don't want to look, but you just can't help but look.
Jesus Christ.
Jesus Christ. Some of these people are just nutcases. She's up here losing it. She's addicted to OxyContin. I wouldn't know an OxyContin if it bit me on the ass.
Quit hogging them. Give me one.
And her husband beats her up on a regular. Honey, did you beat me up on a regular basis? Mm-hmm. He goes, mm-hmm.
914 is Yonkers, New York.
Funny.
Now, who was that guy, Mediocre Bob? Who the fuck is he?
I've never heard that voice in my life. It was probably one of Big Bill's friends. But did you also hear Big Bill when he goes, "Thank God it's a miracle"?
Jesus.
I mean, that right there should say it all, people. When he goes, "I hate Debbie Daly," and he goes, "Thank God it's a miracle," Big Bob said, or Big Bill. Mediocre Bob. It's so funny that he is Big Bill and his caller is Mediocre Bob.
The Mediocre Bob, the Big Bill and Mediocre Bob show. That'd be,
Me and JP and Mr. Midnight Movie have been friends for so long. We just hit it off. We just hit it off, I liked you guys a lot. I just did. I'm sorry, I just did. Let's see what else we have here. We'll find something else to listen to. This one says, simulcasting with Mr. Midnight. I'm on the old computer. I'm streaming off the old computer. This one says, of course, now the debate between the Jew and the One Angry and the Skype assholes is absolutely epic radio. I mean, that is absolute epic radio. You don't get any better than that. It's insane. It was probably one of the best shows. Oh, this is Mr. Midnight Movie and Hurricane Dean here. Let's see what this sounds like. We don't get to hear a lot of their old shows. Let's skip the intro. We don't get to hear a lot of JP and Triple M's old shows because they all got blown off the planet.
Investors are found.
Almost every, part of the public
and private spheres of our society still. That's pretty much, you know.
Mr. Midnight Movie seems to think that a lot of this should be considered history. It's over.
Well, there's nothing wrong with history. I was an English major and switched over to becoming a history major. I love history, and I don't think that, you know, by talking about our history, there's anything wrong with that. I'm not dwelling on the history. It's also very much a present-day problem. So we have both a long historical. Our nation was founded on the notion of white supremacy, and it took you know all the way until less than 50 years ago for us to break legalized discrimination, but we still have institutionalized and systemic discrimination prevalent in our government and in our society in general. So it's very much a present-day problem, and that's what I pointed out in our last debate. I talked about statistics that and reports that are recent, that are within the last several.
He had a 2.4 average.
Is talking about the criminal element, like, you know, that the longer sentences and stuff affect you know, the black community or the Latino community, and you got to think of yourself. You got to think, are these things that an individual does? Is it society or is it self-inflicted?
Good point. Very good point. I wonder if I could bring on Hurricane Dean at the same time with you. If we start getting rowdy, I'll start muting again. How about that?
Very well. Very well.
I think there's times that he wants to jump in, and frankly, there's things I want to say. Y'all are getting me interested in getting involved in the debate here. So I'm going to bring you back on. You've got a little bit of noise coming from your, I don't know if it's your phone or whatever. Just let me know.
Is it me?
Or it's mowing our yard. He decided to break out the lawnmower just now. I live in a large field, and he just gets on the mower sometimes and just comes out here and mows. I'm sorry about that. There's not much I can do. I'm going to try to shut this other window on the other side of the house here, which might help a little bit too.
No, it's okay. It's just sometimes when you're on a cell phone, if you move around a lot, you get all kinds of weird little noises and stuff. I just hate that. But I tend to think that your argument, Hurricane, is based on the fact that where was I going with this? I'm sorry. I think I can understand Mr. Midnight Movie's position where he says, hey, it's there for the taking. It's there for the taking. Don't blame us if you don't take it, right? And you're saying, Hurricane, that how can we take it if we come from such a disadvantage in the beginning? We're not.
It's not the same. You're not at the same line,
right?
And the fruit isn't as low hanging.
Well, then we can't do anything about that, right? If their families.
Well, let me read a little bit from a study, from a Pennsylvania study on the incarceration.
All right.
Just a Pennsylvania study found that controlling for all the factors, including the severity of the offenses and priority criminal history, white men aged 18 to 29 were 38% less likely to be sentenced to prison than black men of the same age for the same crime. And the list goes on and on and on just in the criminal justice system. It's not that child's fault for what his parents did. And those children who are being sentenced with really severe sentences for the same crimes that white people are not being convicted for, those children are the victims. And those children are the ones that we are looking at to help and support and to equal the playing field for. We're not trying to equal the playing field for the criminal that's in jail in terms of getting them out for free. But we want the white people to have the same sentences. If the whites have the same sentences and the same prosecution rates for the same crime, then you'd have a level playing field at least.
Okay. Can I respond to that? Because basically, you're talking about the criminal justice system. I think if you have a criminal for a father or a mother, you're starting off on the, regardless of what sentence they get, you're starting off on the bottom. You're starting off on the bottom sphere, regardless of your race. And to me, the family is the greatest poverty fighter. It's the greatest educator.
I interrupt that program to bring you the following news bulletin. Now, Goose did a video, I think last week or something, and I think it's kind of worth playing because he monologues throughout the video. He makes some excellent points. I want you guys to check out the other side of Goose. Okay?
Some months ago, a website called eagnews.org went undercover to a white privilege conference held in Madison, Wisconsin. The speaker, Professor Adrian Wing, who teaches at the University of Iowa College of Law.
So instead of just saying, oh, we're happy there's a black face in the White House, who's running the White House, instead of just serving in the White House, it's like, no, the master's house is now got a black face, but it's still the master's house. He works for the master of the system of white privilege.
On May 5th, the founder of the Education Action Group, Kyle Olson, appeared on Fox News on the O'Reilly Factor to discuss a finding in one of his reports concerning white privilege training being taught in our nation's schools. And what he found is that these school districts throughout the nation are spending millions upon millions of dollars on white privilege training for their employees as well as their students. And this training is going on in high schools, junior high schools, pre-K schools, K through 12, into advanced education, as well as in the workforce, government institutions. This group, the Pacific Educational...
I interrupt that to tell y'all, this is a big deal. This is our children, like Jet, being taught about white privilege. I mean, that's not good. That is, I believe that is divide and conquer in its best... No, I'll tell you who that is in just a second, Angel. No, I'll tell you who that is in just a second.
Group is teaching this white privilege ideology at every level of our society. Now, if we go to the actual Pacific Educational Group website, you'll notice that they pull no punches. Educational partnerships. The Pacific Educational Group is delivering high-quality, comprehensive support for public and independent schools, higher education, corporations, municipal governments, and non-government organizations. So right off the bat, we know that this group has their hands in every level of our society. And they push this ideology through something they call programming. Now let's take a look at some of their programming and what it has to offer. Okay, so what we have here, it's not a curriculum or some kind of rubric, it's programming. And Beyond Diversity's programming starts with a seminar called Beyond Diversity 1. Let's read the description for Beyond Diversity 1. Beyond Diversity 1 is an introduction to courageous conversation and a foundation for deinstitutionalizing racism and eliminating racial achievement disparities. It's a powerful, partially transforming two-day seminar for more than 2 decades. Beyond Diversity has equipped educators, students, parents, and community members, as well as business and government leaders, to understand the impact of race on student achievement and the role that racism plays in institutionalized racial disparities. It is the prerequisite seminar for engaging in all subsequent levels of PEG programming. Now, at first this might seem rather benign. Of course, everybody in their right mind is against racism and racial disparity. However, when you actually take a peek inside these seminars, you'll understand rather quickly that it's a bullying session. It's a racial bullying session in which everybody bashes on white people. Even the white people bash on white people. And when you attend these seminars, you're expected to go back to your educational institution or business or what have you and push this ideology on your coworkers, on your students, and your employees. And it's teaching white people that they're bad. And they're bad solely for being born white. And if that's not racist, I'm not really sure what is. But it actually takes it a step further. And it teaches that hard work and showing up on time, being timely for work, and not acting out in class, and turning in your assignments on time, those are concepts that are foreign to people of color. And if someone is other than white and they engage in this sort of behavior, well, teachers and authority types ought to just kind of give them a chance, give them a little time, because they're not white. They don't have the privilege that white people do. So all these little things that make white people successful in life, we should go ahead and just give them a pass on that. We shouldn't expect black people to engage in behavior that might have them succeed in life. We should just hand over the success because they're underprivileged and we're not. Okay, so white people, you should feel really bad about trying to fault people for not showing up on time. That's a foreign concept to these people, so shame on you.
Sorry I'm being so negative. I'm a bummer. I don't know. I shouldn't be. I'm a very, lucky guy. I got a lot going for me. I'm healthy. I'm relatively young. I'm white, which thank God for that shit, boy. That is a huge leg up. Are you kidding me? Oh, God, I love being white. I really do. Seriously, if you're not white, you're missing out, because this shit is thoroughly good.
Now, in Kyle Olson's report, I noticed there was an actual sheet that divvied up the spending from each of these school districts investing in this white privilege training. And I noticed that, going down the list here, there's only 45 schools listed on here. I'm sure there's more to be found. These are just the ones that he called up and grabbed these numbers from. But I noticed each school has a different level of spending that they've committed to this white privilege training and ideology. And the second highest investor on this sheet is actually the Baltimore School District. And this has been going on for a long time. This is not something that just recently came about. And I can't help but draw some sort of parallel between the amount of spending on this training in Baltimore and the kind of behavior we saw a couple weeks ago with the Baltimore riots. And when you look at most of the people engaging in those riots, it was a lot of black youth. I can't help but wonder if this training had something to do with that. Maybe that's the Alex Jonesian conspiracy theorist in me, but I can't help but wonder when I see these overwhelming numbers. Perhaps the attitude espoused by this training is having a violent impact on our nation's youths, especially our black youths and youths of color. Now, if you want to see a direct correlation between the school of thought known as white privilege and violence on the streets, you need only look at your local McDonald's. Let's take a peek, shall we?
McDonald's is a place to rock. It is a restaurant where they buy food to eat. It is a good place to listen to the music. People flock here to get down to the rock music. Rock and roll McDonald's. Rock and roll McDonald's. Rock and roll McDonald's. Rock and roll McDonald's. McDonald's will make you fat. They serve Big Mac.
basically what we're looking at is a riot in McDonald's. That's crazy. That is crazy. So we have somebody over in the Spreaker chat room who is talking about the number one show on Spreaker, me, that we showed earlier. Number one, not number two, number one. And that just doesn't come out of live listens. That comes out of total time spent listening. It's judged by how many hours people spend listening to the show. Now, there's a lot of people that won't go into the live chat room because it's just kind of a shitty place to be. It's I don't know. I mean, I like it when my favorite chat rooms are when it's Apocalypse, RD, when Barco's not drunk, Stabby, me, JP when he can hang around, and I like Polly B. And it's fun. People are, and we're taking jabs at each other, but still there's nobody being just downright shitty. And that's just really stupid and uncalled for. And at this point, number one, you do not affect me. I mean, are you kidding? Somebody that's been through what I've been through, it's just like, bring it on. Who gives a fuck? Say anything you want to say. Anything you want to say is just like, whoosh, right over my head. Nothing. When everything, look at that picture of that goose. Everything has been said before. There's just nothing that can bother me. You know what I mean? Nothing can, when you've been called every name in the book by people and you've figured it out why they do it, it took some time, but I did finally figure out what was going on. And once I figured it out, then, it's just, okay, now what? You know what I mean? It's just so stupid. It's just... So I feel kind of sorry for people that come in at this stage of the game and try to start, hating on me and saying, oh, you're this and you're boring and you're whatever, because you're really not going to make any leeway. It's just like, whatever. And I'm just being honest. That's just the truth. That is just the truth. And as far as content, this is just not really a planned show. This is just something that we just threw together. Me and Mr. Midnight Movie were just talking, and he said, turn on your show, and we did. The Jew came on, and we talked about some problems that he and I had earlier. Well, actually, I didn't have the problem, but he did. I'm looking at Goose's YouTube channel. It's pretty funny stuff on there. He's got some funny stuff. Here's a Spreaker host that he was dealing with earlier in the year. Pretty funny stuff. It says, after making sexist remarks and threats toward a female podcast host on Spreaker, the hosts of the Usual Misfits podcast were politely asked by the Bill Wagner crew to apologize. And this was the result. Pretty funny stuff, if you ask me. Well, it should come on here in a second. I think they have some dead air. Here we go.
I apologize to Desert Rose and the Bill Wagner crew. John Fuller is a bitch-made nigga. The wagon parked on my lawn, 1488.
And he has a shoe on his head.
And Michael Brown died like a bitch.
I apologize to Desert. I also apologize to the Bill Wagner crew. I also apologize to the Spam King, Bill Wagner. The wagon pulled into Palmyra and parked on my lawn, 1488. Hi, Drew here again for another message from the Bill Wagner crew. BMWs are gay and inferior to Mercedes. I hate people who drive BMWs because they are gay. I also want to give a shout out to Wild Goose, who is a supreme gentleman, Balls, who is just an average guy doing average things, and Mecha Zawa. Okay, just gotta play this. Billy had a little little spam, little spam, little spam. Billy had a little spam. Okay.
That is the definition of owned. Are you kidding me? No, I need to check my email and check for that email. I will do that right now as we speak. And in the meantime, we will listen to one of the funniest comedians in the world. I played him many times. Here we go with a little bit of my favorite comedian. I'm trying to get a shorter clip of him. Boom, 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 boom. Here's one that's kind of shortish. Well, I want to show you one of my favorite ones here. Let's see. Here we go. I'm going to cut it off. I'm going to cut off the clapping part, the applause. And here he comes.
Right? And that's all well and good, but if you don't know how to fight, all you're doing is gathering supplies for the toughest guy in the block. Right? Just thinking about that. What am I going to do? Some dude turns me upside down, starts shaking the gold coins out of my pockets. I got to get a gun. So I'm on the road, right? I'm in Reno. Great gun town. So I go down to that little gun store, right? Come walking in, there's some redneck there. I'm like, hey, man, I want to get a gun. He's like, I hear you. What you looking for? What you want? Mossberg, over under, 357 Magnum, right? Starts rattling off all this gibberish, right? I don't know shit. I'm trying to play it off. I feel like a bitch because I don't know anything about guns. So I was like, what do I do here? Hell, I'm going to go with honesty. I go, look, dude, I don't know anything about guns. They terrify me, but I'm worried about the zombies. All right? Dude's just like, you need a shotgun. You need a shotgun, man. It's got a good spread. It's easy to load, doesn't have a lot of working parts, got a good spread. He kept saying that. It's got a good spread. I'm like, what does that mean? He goes, well, it means you ain't got to be that accurate. It's got a good spread. Further away you are, the more shit you hit. Got a good spread. In fact, you got a problem over here, you ain't even got to look. You just turn, wow, that's it. You ain't got a problem over here anymore. Anything that was even remotely a problem ain't there anymore. Trust me. And then these people here, they saw what you just did here. You ain't got a problem here either. Feel me? 90 degrees taken care of right there. One shot. These people get smart, flip it over. Wow, that's it. It's got a good spread. So I'm like laughing my ass off. I'm like, dude, look, I just want to shoot the guy. I don't have to do a bunch of drywall work, you know? Reframe my diploma, get my parakeet another friend, you know? I just want to shoot the guy. So I'm like, you know, how about one of these pistols? So he does like that classic, like that redneck trailing off thing, like, you want a pistol? Go ahead, get a pistol. What do I know? I've just been here 20 years. You know?
Wait a minute. I have an excellent test. Jewish producer and I both are writers of a sort. I mean, I don't write professionally. I mean, although I could, I've actually written professionally, which if the meaning of being professional means being paid, then yes, I write. I've written professionally before. However, Jewish producer, I would have to say, comes close, in my opinion, comes closest to being one of the better writers that I've read, okay? So here's what we're going to do. On his blog, on the Mr. Midnight Movie blog, MrMidnightMovie.com, I will write a short story that is, say, 5 paragraphs. You know, like maybe, 1,000 words. Well, not 1,000, maybe 5. I don't know how. Well, we'll figure that out. I will write one and post it, and he will write one and post it. However, you will not know who posted which one. They will be posted up, say, in the next couple of days, whatever. We'll come on the air here, or I will. We'll post it on Twitter, Facebook. We'll give a link to it, and we will say, hit this website. Please read these two stories, and then we'll have an area where in the comments you can say that you enjoyed number 1 or number 2, or you think that number 1 or number 2 is a better whatever. We'll come up with something like a short essay on white guilt in America, or whatever you want to say. And I mean, because JP and I are competitive. I have a competitive spirit. I was raised with boys. I was born with a competitive spirit. Either that or it got, put into me, the competitive spirit. But I'm the kind of person that's always like, rock, paper, scissors. I'm the kind of person and when Vic and I, the funny thing about Vic and I is, before we got married, well, no, it was actually after we got married, because we never did live together really before we got married. When I first moved in with Vic, he had a really nice house, and it was a 4-bedroom, and in one of the bedrooms, we made a slot car racing thing. We elevated it up 3 feet off the ground, and we put big pieces of plywood. Was it plywood? In the room. And there was only an area to walk around the board. And we had, one long track. It was sort of like a Grand Prix. And I had a car. Well, I had several cars. He had a car, and we would race. And then we got it to where it was 4 lanes. And every Friday and Saturday night, people would just clamor over to the house, and they would actually go out. And my brother had a hot car. He had a Mustang. I had a white car, and Victor had a car. And I even got one of those old-fashioned drawers that you get, that's got the little, it's like an old printer's, it's called a printer's drawer. Back in the old days when they had printing presses, they would have these drawers that had these little slots in them, or whatever. I don't know what you call it. And they have A's and B's. And I put it up on the wall, and you could put your car up there. It was called the Winner's Circle. And I was very competitive, and I would just be like, oh, man, and I would work on the car, and he would work on his car, trying to make it faster and stuff. I've always had a competitive spirit. Jewish Producer has a competitive spirit. And so I've just decided to challenge Jewish Producer to a writing contest. And people do this all the time. And we'll just see what happens if people are interested in going over there. And if you just want to go over there and read it. But a lot of people don't go to websites because they're afraid they're IP catchers. I can assure you, I could care less what your IP is. You want to know what my IP address is? I'll give you my IP address. I don't care where you live. You don't care where I live. I mean, you want to send me a Christmas card or what? I think doxing is stupid. I've never really gotten into doxing. I think it's dumb. And I always kicked your ass, Victor, so get over it. But no, actually, to be honest with you, Victor had the fastest car. He had an amazing car. That's because Victor took the goddamn body off of it and sandbagged it. Oh, blow me. He says, you are so on, and you are so... He says, I've already just... Oh, fine. So should it be on white guilt or what? There's no way. No way. He said, you are so done. I mean, even if we have 2 people go in there and judge it, even if just Solutions judges. But the thing about it is you will not know who wrote which one. You will not know if I wrote it or if JP wrote it. And so when you vote on it, you'll not be swayed to say, well, I'm just going to vote on JP or whatever. And that's the funny thing about it. He's already saying, oh, you're so done. Oh, yeah, really? We'll see. I think I'm very proud of my writing that I do. I'm very proud of it, in fact. Extremely. He goes, any topic you want, bitch. And he goes, I'm not telling. Okay, that's an open topic. Open topic. Don't tell me what you're writing on, and I won't tell you what I'm writing on. But I would say, what would you say, 5 paragraphs? 6? How long? Let me check on that and see. I want to be fair about this. Let me ask Google, how long is a 1,000 word essay? Let's see how long that is. That would be, it says, about how long is a 1,000 word essay? It says, I think 10 to 12 is a bit extreme. I have a 1,000-word essay saved on my computer that I wrote a couple of days ago. I checked it, and it comes to about 3 pages in Times Roman with a font size of 12. That is much too much. So why don't we say that's way too much? 3 pages, 12 font. That's too big. What about how long is a 300-word essay? Let's see how long that is. How long is a 300-page? 500 words. Oh, he's already just taking control. Okay, you got it. It's about 1 page to 1.5, double-spaced at 12 font. Okay, it says about 3 or 4 paragraphs. All right, 500-word essay. You got it. You are on, and you are so done. There's no way. Oh, he's got all caps going. He's all pissed off. No way. And by the way, I can do a Google search on Google. I can Google the paragraph to see if it's been copied. Be careful. But I'm proud of my writing. I love the way I write. I mean, I've had people tell me all the time that I write good. I used to have teachers, professors. A lot of people tell me that I write well, and I'm very proud of it. So blow me. Let me see. What else can we talk about again? I just read the word again. Anytime I read a word and I'm writing it, never mind. I can't find anything. Thank you, Jewish producer. He said, you're a fantastic writer. You getting worried, huh? You're trying to be all sweet now? No, I'm joking. I can't find anything. It's on. It's on. I just love contests. I don't know why I do, but I just do. But anyway, so there you go. Was that funny what everybody was listening to, the Bill Burr thing? No? Okay, well, blow me then. I don't care. Let me find something else. Hold on. All right, I'm at the DJ console now and seeing what's on the console here on Spreaker before I go over and do a chat room checkup and see what y'all are doing over there and being mean and crazy about. But let's see what we can do. Okay, here we go. We're going to listen to a little bit of the Jay Sands Show. That's always a good one to listen to. And after that, we will hear a little bit of my new favorite song that I like. And then I'll be right back to close out the show. So first we're going to hear some of Jay Sands, and then a little bit of my new favorite song.
You're talking about blood types, really? The things that they talk about. Wow. Lester in the house. Guy Shay, I think I mentioned earlier. Bunny Apocalypse. Bunny, I can't. Is that a hare or a tiger? It's a tiger with bunny. I don't know what it is, but it's funny. Let's see. I can't believe they're talking about typo negative and blood types. Oh, God. Simply amazing. WBDR, Big D Country, welcome. It's amazing what goes on in this chat, ladies and gentlemen. You really got, if you're not in there, you should come on in. If you're listening, you haven't been in the chat, come on down and take a listen. Just jump in, and it's amazing. Really, some people, it's just amazing. That's right, Christmas is coming. You know, it's only 5 weeks away, guys. Get that shopping done. Get it done early. Don't wait till the last minute like I do every year. Get it done early. Get out there. I'm just trying to catch up with what's going on in the chat so I know what's happening. That's why I'm really reading here and whistling. I can't believe I'm whistling a Christmas carol.
I want to see
but
the
anyway,
boat movie.
It is coming, so.
I want to see the boat movie. I want to see the boat movie.
Lost audio. Well, everything is working here. Although everything says okay on this end. But thanks, John. I appreciate it.
If I had a boat, I'd go out on the ocean. And if I had a pony, I'd ride him on my boat. And we could all together go out on the ocean. Set me up on my pony on my boat. And if I were Roy Rogers, I'd sure enough be single. I couldn't bring myself to marrying old Dale. It'd just be me and Trigger, go riding through the movies. Then we buy a boat and on the sea we sail. And if I had a boat, I'd go out on the ocean. And if I had a pony, I'd ride him on my boat. And we could all together go out on the ocean. Set me upon my pony on my boat. The mystery masked man was smart. He got himself a Tonto, 'cause Tonto did the dirty work for free. But Tonto, he was smarter. One day said Kimosabe, kiss my ass, I bought a boat, I'm going out to sea. And if I had a boat, I'd go out on the ocean. And if I had a pony, I'd ride him on my boat. And we could all together go out on the ocean. Set me upon my pony on my boat.
It's been 20 years since my father died.
And if I were like lightning, I wouldn't need no sneakers. I'd come and go wherever I would please. And I'd scare him by the shade tree. And I'd scare him by the
I want to see the boat movie.
I'm not a rocket scientist. I rock the house and sign the tits and that's it. Don't take no astrophysicist to make your eyes so thick. Now sisters kick it. I keep it cool like Eskimo chicks on Discovery Channel. I'm hot like Telemundo chicas on a solar panel. See me on Sesame Street cooling in the culture and tea. I slap you silly like hillbilly chicks on daytime TV. I am the robot Elvis rocking my Miami Paris. I'm technotronic, sipping gin and tonic like I'm selfish. I am the killer shaking up some old rock and roll. Them drum machines ain't got no soul.
Okay, I am back. And I do not hear myself because I took my headphones off. So all I hear myself is in just first person. That doesn't make any sense. But, all right, we're going to close this one out, I guess. We've been on the air long enough. Chat room shout-outs go to RD, Apocalypse, JP, Mr. Midnight Floovies, The One Angry Jew. Why am I still on a Skype call? Let me disconnect the Skype call. The One Angry Jew, of course, the beautiful Jewish producer, the talented Mr. Midnight Movie, the mysterious, inflammatory but diplomatic One Angry Jew, the soon-to-be crushed Jewish producer, your hostess with the mostest, Debbie Daly, the most talked about. Somebody just Skyped me. I didn't see what they said. I blinked. That's fine. Then there's no editing either. Jewish producer said he's already done. Well, I could do mine just like that too. So now we're going to have some advice from Lester Bartholomew Jones, and after that we're going to hear the closing song for the show, and I'm going to go in the chat room and bash some head-ins, and I'll see you guys the next time I do this. I mean, I haven't done this in 5 days, so you never know. You could not hear from me for another 10 days. You never know. I just don't do it that often. Again, if anybody wants to do a show on my show here for 5 hours, send me an email at Debbie Daly with an S on the end of it at gmail.com, or hit me up on Skype, Debbie_Daly. You can have 5 hours, and you can have this audio. It won't be like on your Skype and it's all crackly and weird. What I'll do is I'll get it all hooked up, and then I'll go on. I'll put my board on mute and I'll go away, and you can have it all night. I don't care. I won't. You know me. I won't have anything to do with it. But all right, sound good? Okay, take it away. Whatever I just said we were going to do, and I'm going to go by the chat room and see what's going on over there.
Hey ladies, Lester here with a little tip for you. Next time you go skydiving, and I know many of you do, wear a tampon. It'll keep you from making that whistling noise you make on the way down. Problem solved.
The following program is intended for mature audiences.
The problem is Spreaker.
You suck because you don't protect your host, you don't take care of your product, you don't take...
Wait a minute. I have to say that for those of you who are new, I didn't do this. This was made for us by the Classic Metal radio show. I had nothing to do with the audio that is fixing to be played, but somebody made it for us about a year ago.
The following program is intended for mature audiences.
The problem is Spreaker.
You suck because you don't protect your host, you don't take care of your product, you don't take care of anything. Thank you.
Yo, trolls. Submitted for your approval. This is the Debbie Twilight Zone. Bum, bum, bum.
I want to see the boat movie. I want to see the boat movie.
Getting rid of 2 people off of this platform would help, and that would be Angela Truth and Sick the Tank. First of all, you don't love the trolls.
I hate the trolls. I'm sorry, I don't love the trolls. I hate them. I wish there was a secret task force right now.
Yes.
First of all, you don't love the trolls.
It's been 20 years since my father died.
First of all, you don't love the trolls.
Yes.
First of all, you don't love the trolls.
Yes. Yes, yes, yes.
Trolls.
Yes, yes, yes.
I'm falling down a spiral, destination unknown. Double cross messenger, all alone. Can't get no connection, can't get through. Where are you?
Trolls.
Welcome. This is ex-governor and Navy SEAL Jesse Ventura.
First of all, you don't love the trolls.
Yes, yes, yes.
You don't love the trolls.
Hi, I'm Katie from the Pace.
Trolls.
Yes, yes, yes.
Trolls. First of all, you don't love the trolls. Trolls. Trolls.
Yes, yes.
Trolls.
Here's my understanding of what happened, because I saw the email, the original email. And so then this email gets, and I have no reason to lie. I'm not trying to impress anybody. I don't need a bunch of friends. I'll choose who I want to like and all that sort of stuff, and who I want to be friends with. But anyway, my point is I saw the original email. And then I saw the morphodited, the altered, the changed version, and I'm thinking, what in the world happened out there? What would make the person that received that email change things and try to create such a, I mean, this is a person that's got some real problems, some real severe mental problems. I don't know if this person just needs the attention. She wants to be a constant victim of I call them professional victims. I don't know what the deal is, but I can assure you that I saw the original email.
Oh.
Yeah, not the one that was posted out somewhere.
Oh, okay, my bad. Oh.
Not the, you see, that's the problem that you get with all these fucking people that decide that what they want to do is I'm going to make this look like she wrote this, and I'm going to make, and so they edit things. I don't want to communicate with people in text. I don't want to get on Skype with them because they alter things.
Because they misconstrued it.
Right, because they have no character and they have no value. All they try to do is this whole idea of saying that Debbie sent some kind of threat of violence. That didn't happen. I know that for a 100% certain fact. And I'm not just on here kissing up to Debbie Daly because this is her show. I'm on here telling the truth because I have nothing to gain.
First of all, you don't love the trolls.
Yes, yes, yes.
Are you stressed because of work, family, or relationship problems? Are you tired of focusing your time and energy on projects and activities without seeing any positive results? Do you feel like you have the weight of the world crashing down on your shoulders?
Yes.
Well, we have just the solution for you. Try not giving a fuck.
Trolls.
Yes, yes.
Trolls.
Yes, yes.
Trolls.
Yes, yes, yes.
Trolls.
Yes, yes, yes. Trolls. Yes.
Trolls.
Welcome.
Until people can understand that Jesus doesn't matter what caller you want to say he is all callers, because he's our commander-in-chief, not Obama, not that fucking piece of shit. Jesus, and Obama thinks he's our Lord and Savior.
You keep slapping that bass.
Lose yourself to dance. I know you don't get a chance to take a break this often.
Hi, I'm Katie from the page Spreading Kindness with Katie D. I just wanted to make a video to the bullied victims. I just want to let you guys know that you're not alone and that you can get through it. Just imagine, live your dream, do what you can, ignore them. And I know it's so hard, you're probably like, oh, Katie, what are you talking about? You can't ignore it. Well, try to, because you can make a difference. Don't...
What's up? This is the Fat Red Dragon from the 420 Grindhouse.
You're listening to The Debbie Daily Show. Now broadcasting live on Spreaker.com. Debbie Daily, changing the world, one caller at a time.
I want to see the boat movie.